There is no other place in the world like our city. We're unique, vibrant, and a little unexpected. We're so much more than sand, surf, and sports. We're for telling local tales, unearthing hidden gems, and sharing the stories of spectacular people. As a young city in transformation, the best is yet to come. We are Gold Coast.
Finals.
There you're on.
Good afternoon and welcome to Paradise Point Bowls Club for the Bowls Queensland Women's State Fours quarterfinals. We've got a great match up here this afternoon. We're into the quarterfinals. We've had a little bit of a mixed day with rain delays and changes of venues, but we'd love to thank our sponsors of the State Fours, which is Henselite, Choice of Champions, and Major Events Gold Coast, Broadbeach Bulls, and
Broadbeach Bowls Club and Major Events Queensland and Henselite, Choice of Champions. So we're just having a few technical glitches, but the game has actually started. We'll get onto that in 2 minutes. So you've got Brett Wilkie and Pauline Barton commentating to start with today. I think we're right now, Brett.
Hi, Pauline. Yeah, we just had a little technical issue there with the microphone.
There we are. So we'll just take you through the game today. So we've got Wendy Wilson, Gail Crompton, Anne McClure and Val Jackson v Debbie Logan, Maree Gibbs, Glenys Reid and Pauline Laverty. So we've just kicked off the first end with a couple of lead bowls up the other end.
Yeah, it's been great for the Paradise Point Bowls Club, the venue here. It's a magnificent venue, covered green. Been here a long time now and been fortunate with the rain today that we can get on here on the indoor venue.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I got the text message from Bowls Queensland at 7:02 a.m. just as I was thinking about hitting the shower and getting my way down to Broadbeach to tell me to go to the venue 250 metres from home. So I was pretty happy with that.
See Anne McClure there on the back end. Pretty handy home there. Just beautiful line.
And she's just finished about a metre behind. We've got Glenys from Musgrave, the Musgrave Pelicans.
She's pretty close here.
She is close. She's got the kitty. What
Yeah,
a trail.
good shot. Who are those bowls, do you know?
I think those white bowls at the back, we just missed those first couple, but I think it might be Pauline Laverty. I think she bowls with white bowls. So that'd make it 3. But this is going to be cut down though.
Yeah, another good line there from Anne. She was just a couple of feet through, but beautiful line once again.
Glenys has switched over, moved to the backhand after she had that beautiful trail on the forehand. Oh, and she's not too far away. 2 great bowls. She is a very consistent bowler. It's Gail Crompton. Playing 3 today for Wendy, coming down with her burgundy bowls. First end. These guys have been sitting off now for a little while, waiting for their chance to kind of get back on the green. So they have been up here for a couple of hours now waiting for their chance in this quarterfinal, these 2 teams. That was just Maree Gibbs making her way in. She's just pulled up short. Wendy's giving Gail the guide to draw around Pauline's bowl. She's just ducking under. Oh, she's going to get a bit of a lucky rub.
A little bit of fortune there.
Absolutely. You can see the crowd now with the cameras, the way they're positioned. You can see a few people here watching the game. The men's sectional rounds were here today as well, out in the rain. They've all finished now, and a lot of those players have gone home to return tomorrow for their post-sectional games.
Yeah, it was good to get all the rounds played both here and Helensvale for the men. So all the sectional plays being completed, and I think there's 12 teams back playing tomorrow. There's a few post-sectional games in the morning, and then the quarterfinals in the afternoon tomorrow, scheduled for Broadbeach Bowls Club, hopefully with the weather being favourable tomorrow.
When do you think you'll make that call, Brett? Will it be in the morning with a possible move to Paradise if it's pouring again, or?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
good try there.
Good try. Still just the one down.
Yeah, the Bowls Queensland will be talking to the greenkeepers at Broadbeach both this afternoon as an initial discussion, and then if whether there's a decision this afternoon or whether it's in the morning, they'll finalise it as soon as we can and let all the players know accordingly.
Oh, well, I couldn't complain about the text messaging and the correspondence we've had from Bowls Queensland throughout the event so far. It's been fantastic. Here comes Wendy. So she's holding one at the moment with Gail's burgundy bowl in the head, and she's probably not quite.
Debbie Logan now making her way to the mat. She's got a good shot down there on the backhand, looking to sit the bowl trailer jack through. Can get the jack clean.
And she's certainly more than capable.
Just depends whether that bowl jams. Could jam on the back bowls. Depends where her own bowl goes as well. So just depends on what angle she gets it. Debbie Logan from the Algester Bowls Club.
Narrow. She probably had the right weight for it, but didn't pick the line on that one. Wendy's just coming down for another sneak look. Didn't see it clearly enough, so she's going to have another look before she decides where to play. I think that's Wendy's lead bowl. Val's out the back there, isn't it? So she's got a catcher, Wendy, I think.
Yeah, if she can change it up, it's sort of sitting there a nice target at the moment, so she...
So we've got lots of viewers joining us so far. Jamie Dickinson says, "G'day, Wiz." And Barbara Austin watching from Cyprus.
I was fortunate enough to play bowls in Cyprus once. Very nice part of the world.
Pauline, we'll let you in on some of the other teams once we just get a bit settled. We'll give you a bit of an update on who's playing where across the rinks, and we'll keep you updated as well as much as we can on the scores on those rinks throughout the game.
It's wide there, so one shot.
Well, that's the nerve settler, isn't it? End one.
Yes, yeah,
Runs a bit more settled now, and then this is really the roll up, isn't it, for these guys? They'll roll up first and second end, and they'll be right.
Get out of the way. So on the other rinks in our women's State Fours quarterfinals, we have Marilyn Emerton playing Anne Russell, Bronwyn Torrens playing Susan Kington, and Linda Brownen playing Jacinta Weir. That's our 4 games in progress at the moment. We'll have some scores up on the screen on the left-hand side shortly. Robbie's just getting all that organised for us, so they've all commenced at the same time. In this game, we're playing 21 ends or 3 hours and 30 minutes time limit. So I'm sure everyone should be able to get their 21 ends in the time limit for sure. So.
Yeah, I think so. The greens are running quite quick at the moment, but perhaps as we get on a bit, they might speed up. Depends on the lengths the players choose to play. If we see any tee to tees, might slow us down a bit.
So some of the scores from our last 16 round, we had Marilyn Emerton defeated Jenny Bostock 16-12, and Anne Russell defeated Gail Waitai 19-8 to both get through to that matchup. Wendy Wilson here playing on this rink defeated Nolene Dutton 12-10, and Debbie Logan 11 defeated Janelle Jones 9. In the other last 16 round, Bronwyn Torrens 9 defeated Heather Hodgkin 8. Susan Kingston 11 defeated Christine Russell 7. Linda Brown and 17 defeated Jill Callaway 9. And Jacinta Weir 17 defeated Tracy Gilligan 7. So that was our last 16 matchups here this afternoon at Paradise Point. And now they're all out there doing battle.
And the Heather Hodgson Bronwyn Torrens game went to an extra end, so I think they were all tied up at 12 and had to play an extra end for the ultimate winner.
Yeah, exciting finish. See Anne McClure now on the mat now, playing the backhand.
Yeah, we're just seeing everyone just playing a little bit long. It's a bit longer than the last end. The mat's kind of back toward the tee. She's not too far away here. She's going to get a bit of a lucky rub correction.
Yeah, they all had a little bit of a long break waiting for the other game to finish, so they're just feeling their way a little bit.
Yeah, I was saying I think that the 2 teams we're watching in this game, I think it probably had a couple of hours because I think they were the earlier match, so they've sat there through that whole last match, which ended up taking quite a while because of the tough game between Bronwyn and Heather.
Yeah, we must thank the Paradise Point Bowls Club. As we see a great shot there from Glenys Reid. Must thank the Paradise Point Bowls Club for being on standby and looking after us with the covered venue here. It's a great facility, and we must thank Bill Connells, the bowls coordinator, and the volunteers and all the staff, and the local social bowlers who are scheduled to play this afternoon that were willing to give up their regular weekly game of bowls to allow our state championships to come to Paradise Point. We're very appreciative, so thank you to the Paradise Point Bowls Club.
It's a great second shot just drawn in there by Anne.
Yeah, she wasn't far away.
Here comes Glenys again. So yeah, the social bowlers normally only play for about 2.5 hours. They're pretty strict on finishing about 3:30 on a Saturday afternoon. Our regulars. But a few of them have stayed around and watched quite a few of the games today as well.
Yeah, well, it's good for them to watch the players from all over the state coming together and playing some great matches. As you said, some of the earlier games were very close, some extra ends being played, so it's been very good for the spectators.
Gail's just gone around the back, probably just, again, finding her length.
We also must thank Paradise Point and Helensvale for allowing the games to continue on the outdoor greens today for the men to get through their games. So this game this afternoon was actually scheduled for tomorrow, but as we will be able to play the games earlier today for the women, we're playing the quarterfinal of the women's game today instead of tomorrow, just depending on, we're just not sure what the weather's going to do tomorrow. So while everyone was here, we finished a bit earlier. We thought we'd play the quarterfinal.
And I'm sure those who travel here and, you know, it's a bit of a drive, some of the, obviously the
Great
Hamilton ladies.
Gail Crompton, little toucher. I think she's made 2 or 3 there.
Yeah, it does look that way. That they get to not have to travel back tomorrow, I suppose. So
Yeah, so the
benefit
winners
for the
out of
players.
these quarterfinals will come back on Monday for semi-final and final, which is scheduled at the Royal Beach Bowls Club. And our men's section winners from today will play again. There's four rinks, 8 teams will be playing a post-sectional game in the morning. And then the men's quarterfinals will be tomorrow afternoon, which is also scheduled for Broadbeach Bowls Club at this stage, but we will be watching the weather to whether that's changed either tonight or tomorrow morning to possibly Paradise Point, or hopefully the weather clears up and we can be back at Broadbeach tomorrow.
Well, giving the Greens the rest today as well. Hopefully that's helped them out, although it certainly hasn't stopped raining much today. It's been fairly consistent all afternoon, or all morning and all afternoon. So I don't think the weather people know what's going on. Here comes Wendy. Well, she's close. It's running on.
Yeah,
Could be another shot.
She had a good line on it, just not quite the weight.
Something else that might get in Debbie's way, though, perhaps. And she's got 2 bowls left and she can be deadly, Debbie, so we'll see how she goes. If she doesn't get it the first time, she often gets it the second.
Yeah, very consistent. We must thank our sponsors for the men's and women's state fours, Henselite, Choice of Champions, joining us this year, sponsoring both the fours and the singles events of the Queensland State Championships this year. So been a long time supporter of bowls in Queensland, so we thank Henselite for their support, along with major events Gold Coast, Broadbeach Bowls Club, and then also Paradise Point Bowls Club for hosting us today.
Unfortunately, Debbie just didn't quite pick the line there. Probably had good weight for the shot, but not the line. So Wendy's just trying to work out how she can protect the shot she's got, keep them, maybe get in the way. How's Wendy's weight? Ooh. She didn't want to touch Glenys's bowl out the front, so it's probably a good miss. Maree's just reminding Debbie about what she should be playing. A bit unusual to see Maree Gibbs in a third spot. She's normally skipping up the end, whether it's with her husband or...
Yeah, that's right. Did well on the triples.
Not sure that Deb's got the... No, she's just... Actually, weight was pretty good. She's just a bit wide.
Not a bad effort.
So Kay's just asking a reminder who won the Heather Bronwyn game. It was Bronwyn on an extra end, Kay. Good evening or afternoon to John from Four-Star.
I think that's 5 they've taken out at the moment. Is it 5 shots measuring for 6?
Gee whiz. Five. That's a good pickup. Second end of the game. But it's 21 ends, so it's a long game, long way to go.
Takes Wendy Wilson out to a 6-0 lead now after 2 ends. Yeah, it's always good to get a good start, but like you say, there is a long way to go. So thanks to Robbie, he's got the scores up there now. If everyone would like to have a look on the left-hand side of screen, we've got the other quarterfinals scores there. Bronwyn Torrens 1-1 against Susan Kington. Linda Brown and 0, Jacinta Weir 3, Marilyn Eminen 2, Anne Russell 2. So early days, but be able to keep an eye on those scores on the left-hand side of screen in our quarterfinals of our Women's State Fours Championships.
I'm just seeing the end, the length shorten up a little bit on this one. Wendy's had control of the mat and played a slightly longer one in the last, but...
Yeah, interesting change of tactics there, wasn't it?
So early on, yeah. I thought you might have seen a bit more of a consistency because they did pretty well at that last length. Comes Pauline Laverty. She's certainly not far away. Oh, got the split screen.
Belle Jackson on the mat now from the Broadbeach Bowls Club.
Belle's taken a little bit more grass. And not a bad spot.
Weight was good.
And so I think, again, just seeing in the comments, people are just asking about where they can see scores and outcomes from today. David Baker, thank you very much. Once again, you're posting the link on the Bowls Queensland website, so bowlsqldonline.org, and you'll find all of the scores there from today.
You see Anne McClure on the mat now playing the backhand, also from the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Just a little bit short.
Just pulling up a little bit. Glenys, these teams are a real mixed bag, aren't they? Or
Yeah,
people
they
from
are.
all different clubs playing together.
Glenys from the Musgrave Bowls Club, just down the road, not too far away from here. It's probably the closest club to the Paradise Point Bowls Club.
About the same distance, Musgrave and Helensvale from here, I think.
Yeah, it'd be similar.
Pretty similar. Pretty lucky to have so many bowls clubs in the area.
So Musgrave Hill hosted our district sides championships and also some days of our state championships. So we thank Musgrave and also Helensvale today for hosting, and also our other clubs throughout the championships. We've got about half a dozen clubs. I think there's Mermaid Beach, Rabina, Broadbeach, as well as the 3 clubs I just mentioned. So we thank all our host clubs throughout our state championships.
Yeah, Musgrave. I played at Musgrave on Monday. They did a great job, I think, just of getting the lunches out. They put a $12 players' lunch on, and I think it was about 7 minutes from the time you ordered to get your meal out. You can't complain about that, and it was really nice. So,
Gail Crompton from Tweed Heads Bowls Club, just on the forehand.
it's a bit hard to tell from here who's got the shot, Brett. It's I'd say perhaps that bowl, which is the lead bowl, I think, of Val Jackson. It's hard to say from this angle.
Yeah, I think they're just...
They're all about the same distance away.
Still a little bit of room now for Maree Gibbs. Pretty sure Maree plays at the Millmerran Bowls Club. Yeah, very good shot.
That's an awesome draw bowl. Maree Gibbs.
Front toucher.
Wendy showing Gail on the other hand. A few people just asking if Brian is unwell. I believe he is not feeling too well, Robbie informs us, so he'll be off the commentary, I think, for this week.
Yeah, he's just having a bit of a break, so thoughts are with Brian. Hope you're feeling a bit better soon, mate.
What can Maree do with the next one?
Yeah, see how good her memory is. She played a pearler with the first. See if she can do it again.
She bowls with edge factors, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's getting them to turn a bit for
The weight was
too bad.
perfect.
Weight was
again.
perfect, yeah.
I think she just wanted to be a bit safer with it. Didn't want to disturb it. So, but she played a great shot with the first.
It's up to the skippers. Well, I don't know, because again, I can't 100% tell who's got second shot, but we know that Maree Gibbs, so Debbie Logan's team's got the shot.
Yeah, Wendy just drawing. She can sort of sit on that bowl, or a little toucher would be handy. She's in the area. Just gave it a bit of a chance.
Yeah, she often gives it a good chance, Wendy. She's a good skip.
Still a bit of room for Debbie Logan, though. You'd nearly back her in to draw another one here.
Well, as I said, I can't pick who's got second shot, so I think there's plenty of space.
Debbie from the Alcester Bowls Club, Wendy from Hamilton. And the weight was pretty good.
She's trying to pick where she thinks the kitty might go if Wendy
Yeah,
hits it
well,
on the...
Good splash back if she gets onto the front of the bowl.
Wendy sort of said, just tricking, I'm going to try and draw it.
She's on a good line if her weight's good.
It's better than the last one. She's close. Second shot, though.
Just over-corrected a little bit.
Well, this would be interesting to see what happens if we get a length change. T to T?
Yeah, it could be. I think they've got to change up something.
Got to try something different.
Afternoon, Kerry Green watching. Also, thank you to Jodie Lee. Just confirming Maree Gibbs was Mil Merrin. I thought she was Mil Merrin, but thank you for confirming. We see one shot there to Debbie Logan. Thanks to Maree Gibbs. Beautiful front hopper. So they're on the board, so I'll be happy with that.
Knickers are safe today.
6-1 after 3 ends.
And that's gone down on the tee, so see how good a jack roll Pauline's got.
Yeah, well, it looks like, I think they heard you in the commentary. They're lined up for ditch to ditch, I think.
Yeah.
From where they are. So the mats looks like it's right back on the tee.
No, she's going for dead minimum based on that jack roll.
Yeah, there must have been a tactic they were looking at because Debbie was standing right down the back of the green. So I thought she was sort of looking at a ditch to ditch, but obviously they had a length planned before they started the game.
Must have done. Debbie was just double checking. She had the mat behind the tee because she's only just past the line on the bank. So it's probably about a metre over minimum, it looks like.
Yeah, if that. May not even be that.
Might have to go to the side camera.
Pretty good starter there from Pauline Laverty from the Hamilton Bowls Club. Beautiful line right in front of the jack.
Maybe she played the length she wanted.
Yeah, well, she got it right. It's always good to get a bowl right in front of the jack, to hide the jack early in the end. It's can change the dynamics of the whole end. Some people like to see the jack when they're playing, so
it's a very good guess at the length though from Val. Yeah, she's landed jack high.
So the length was good. Pauline, a left-hander, just playing her forehand.
It's not too far away again, I think.
Oh, she's been unlucky.
Ooh, she's shown them the kitty now.
I was just saying how good it was to hide the jack, and she's just popped it open. So she wasn't too far away. It was a good bowl, just a little bit unlucky to open it up. But Mel Jackson now, opportunity to try and draw a toucher.
So if you had your choice, would you like a front a front bowl like that or a back knocker?
I prefer a front knocker or a front hopper, as some people call it. It just hides the jack, and they can't get to it. If you've got a back back hopper, well, they can still see the jack and hit the jack, kill it, things like that. But if you've got one right on the front, well, then you can start protecting it by putting a back bowl in position and things like that. So,
in case they get it,
Yeah, so different people have different opinions, but my preference would be a front hopper.
I've certainly chased trying to draw a shot off one of those a few times. This is a pretty good bowl too. She's
good shot.
She's unlucky not to take it with her. So we were talking about this earlier, though. Just the weight sometimes of the indoor kiddies can give a different things can happen.
Wendy Wilson just putting her finger up, so she favoured her bowl, which is the darker coloured bowl there, on the left-hand side of the jack as you look at the screen.
And Jodie says we're doing a good job of commentating, unlike the netball. Well, I think this is probably a little bit easier to commentate than the netball. I'm not sure I'd keep up.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast sport these days.
It sure is. I went back to play for a bit, I think, in my early 40s, and I didn't last very long. Took up bowls.
I think Belle's just trying to beat them to the jack here, trying to slide under her own, but just a little bit tight. Weight might have been all right, but...
Yeah, it probably was pretty well weighted.
Maree just coming up to have a look. It should be...
Wendy sent her back, I think. Oh, no, hang on.
She's got a couple of options. She can either play up through the white bowl there, trying to promote it on the jack on the backhand, or she could...
I think Wendy might have sent her back because it's her first bowl. Is that right? It's her first bowl. So she sent her back on the rules. Will do. We've got Mary from Scotland, Mary Ingham, a regular. Welcome, Mary. I think that might have happened. Wendy kind of gave her the...
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed in the conditions of play for your...
After your first bowl's bowled, yeah.
So she hadn't bowled a bowl yet, so... she's just trying to... Now she's going to come and have a look, so...
Little bit of banter between them.
Yeah.
No doubt this is not the first time they've played against each other, so...
Well, she has got a couple of options here. Like, obviously the first one, they're trying to promote the white bowl up through the jack, but there is the other option on the forehand, trying to get the jack through, set the bowl clean. Personally, I would be probably looking to play the forehand, sit the shot bowl through and stay for two, or if you just slide under, you can get the jack. But sometimes personal preference, what looks good from the mat. I think she may be looking at the forehand. So
she has, yeah. I think coming and seeing just how far back those other catches were.
Yeah.
So they're, from where she was standing, she might have thought they were a bit closer. So she now doesn't mind playing the forehand, but she's just played it a bit wide anyway.
It's probably a bit more percentage on the forehand, a few more options, whereas the backhand, you got to hit that white bowl perfect. Forehand, you've got a few different options. Hit the bowl, trail a jack, or get the edge of the bowl, come in onto the jack. So there's a number of different options there on the forehand. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's different on the indoor surface as well to perhaps them... just Gail making her way through. Who knew there was room for a bowl there?
Yeah, it was a good try. They had to try and change it up a little bit, and she played good weight, really.
She did. She missed everything, though.
Yeah, she just needed to sit that bowl full. If she had rolled it twice and stayed there, she could have made two and made it a lot better. So it was a pretty good attempt, but just a little bit stiff to slip through the gap.
So, yeah, we were saying earlier, just sometimes draw or drive on the indoor surface, playing those swingers that you can quite often get a nice swinger more on a grass green. They're a bit tougher to play sometimes on the indoor surface. For a gap like that one that you were saying on the backhand, that's a much tougher shot on an indoor surface than on a grass green.
Yeah, that's right. So Debbie on the run now.
Yeah, interesting.
I think that was... that's Anne McClure's bowl, I think she knocked up. So she's at least two down now.
I think
But she has opened it up. She's got a clear run at the jack now, so
Yeah, I think
even though she was a bit unfortunate, probably hasn't made it a little bit better for her second shot. Well, that could be 3, possibly 4 now. Wendy's a little bit fortunate, rubbed off that bowl. I think she's got at least the 3rd shot. Could be 4.
On a percentage basis, it didn't feel like it felt like a bit of a strange option to try and play that out in that weight with the backhand, which is what she's trying to do again.
She's got a bit lucky.
Lucked it around.
Well, I think that's her own bowl.
It is.
She was offline to what she wanted, but she's got the result.
It's the one when you say
Gibbs
sorry
put
to your
one up.
opposition skipper. Whoops. Not a whoops for you, Robbie. Sorry, that was a whoops for the players. Robbie doesn't like it when we say whoops, I got told, so... Yeah, he starts panicking a little bit.
So
sorry
Wendy Wilson
about
one
that.
Down now. Not an easy shot here. She's got to draw around the front. Can get back to the jack, but...
Oh, she's only just missed it too.
Yeah, she just needs to
had
slide past there.
Perfect weight for it. And that's 1, so they keep themselves in it, 6-2. Scores across the rink. Nobody's doing anything drastic at the moment. Everybody's in the game.
We must thank our sponsors of the state men's and women's fours, Henselite. We thank them for their sponsorship of both this event and the singles event. So they're back for 2 events this year, and also major events Gold Coast, the Broadbeach Bulls for their sponsorship for these championships, and also Paradise Point for hosting us today after being washed out this morning from Broadbeach. We thank Broadbeach Bowls Club and their members, staff, volunteers for accommodating us today.
You can see a few of the Bowls Queensland committee and volunteers just up there in the background, so still here watching.
Yeah, we must thank our match committee. They've made a few great decisions this morning on the fly when the rain came in. After talking to all the host clubs this morning, they got the message out to the ladies who had to change venue. Our match committee, our umpires committee do a great job here at our state championships and district sides. All volunteers, and they give up their time, and they all work together very well. And we also have our state selectors at the championships as well, so they're on the lookout for potential new Queensland representatives. So we've got teams coming up to play New South Wales in August that they're looking for potential players in under 18s, under 25s, 40 to 59 age groups. And also our open state team representatives will play against New South Wales in August. So we look forward to 2 new team selections coming up and doing battle with New South Wales after a couple of years off with COVID. So
it's an action-packed calendar, there's no doubt about it. Straight out of this into a couple of comps and into Australian Open, so plenty of bowls to be had.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of good shots there from Pauline Laverty.
Yeah, she's rolled a dead minimum again, so I must commend her. Like, that's, it's good leading. She's only just literally making it to the minimum line on the bank. She's putting her mat down, and then she's followed it up with 2 terrific lead bowls. Yeah,
it looks like it's been a tactic of this team, and obviously worked well for them getting through to the quarterfinals, and they've stuck with it. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Pauline. I'm going to have a break now. Jim C. from our Bowls Queensland Match Committee is going to come in and join you in the commentary. So
thanks, Brett.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for joining us today, and good luck for the rest of the game.
Thank you. So we see Glenys just bowling her first bowl now, and she similarly is not too far away, just skipping through the head a little bit. Here comes Anne McClure, and she has drawn the shot. What a fantastic bowl from Anne. He's just behind the kitty, only a couple of inches behind. We see Glenys changing hands and actually opting for the other hand, but she has hung out a little bit wide, probably just not picking her grass. There's nothing wrong with her length, but just not picking her grass on that shorter end. Welcome Michael from Hobart, watching from Hobart, and Irene Greg from Edinburgh in Scotland. Welcome Irene. Joel Delaney. Hello, Joel. How are you? I can see you. That's 2 cracking bowls from Anne. So she's just sort of said to the other team, you like the short length, so do I. Thank you. Bit of a toucher. Made 2. Here comes Maree. She's just run through the head a little bit, but a couple of catches there at the back for whatever happens next.
Okay, let's go. I've just bumped Brett Wilkie off here. Brett had to head off to do a little bit of liaisoning of where we would be playing our games tomorrow. The match committee's getting together to try and figure that out, and we always give Brett a bit of a crack.
Yeah, he was talking about just a bit of a check-in with the greenkeepers, I think, across those other clubs.
Very good shot.
It is a good shot from
that's
Gail
Gail.
Crompton. Yeah, and the other 2 bowls in there are McClure's, so that would probably give them three bowls there in the head, which is pretty good at this point in time. As I said, the other team's tactic was to play the dead minimum. This is the second end we've seen of a dead minimum. But the opposition have said, well, yeah, we like that too, and they've put 3 bowls in the head.
Oh, well, my friend Gail Crompton.
That's it.
Many, many years at Bargara. When Kurt Brown was in the Bundaberg area, they won the state mixed pairs at least twice. I think Kurt's won it 6 times. But first couple of times he won it was with Gail. And we still claim her as Bargara. Still claim her as Bargara. We claim a lot of people as Bargara.
She's down at Tweed now.
We claim Bolivia, of course, and we have our Bargara team playing next door. It's a rematch of the live stream game in the semi-final of the triples. They've just added 1 more to each team to play again.
They have 2. Yeah, it was. I got beaten by the Bargara team this morning, actually. So Sue Kington's team.
Okay. Well, Bronwyn upended them on the last end in the triples to go to the final, and they ended up losing again by 1. Here's another good shot. Try that out.
Wow. Debbie Logan. She's found herself another shot in the head. Puts a bit more pressure on Wendy. Might see a little bit more weight.
Well, she's somewhere. It's coming now.
She's pretty well pointed. Is she going to sneak in there? Is she done enough? She's definitely cut it down. 1 bowl out. Is that it? I think she was probably 4 down.
Well, they'll be measuring the second one yet.
So
I got to get used to this little microphone we've got up here. Normally we talk into the headphones one when I get a chance to do a bit of
headphones are broken today, so they're got a bit of water in the board or something. So we've got
that'll do it. And I was running the bowls over at Helensvale. If you want to get a little bit of water somewhere, you could have been over there. We haven't played in Rooster Tail water for a fair while. We had to change rinks at different times as the water pooled up in different places. We finally got our section winners done, and pretty fantastic to get through a day like that in the Open today, where it rained somewhere in the vicinity of 3 inches while they played.
So we're just seeing Val Jackson take control of the jack, and she's put the mat probably just in front of the tee and then rolled about 3/4 of the way up the green, so getting away from the dead minimum as we switch back over. I think I heard that there were the sand was pooling water as well. It was like a pool when the balls made their way into it today at Helensvale. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, we've been so lucky to get in the match committee position to get our district sides played without losing any games. It was near impossible, but the mixed pairs and the triples played in some unfavourable weather conditions, we'd say, to get this far. And of course we're across here at Paradise Point for the simple reason that we have a nice little roof overhead.
It has been a very nice day here. After getting wet all day at Musgrave playing mixed pairs, it was, as much as I was a bit disappointed to only get one game today in the fours because we happened to have a loss, I can say that I am feeling a bit warmer than I was the last day out playing bowls. So just that change in length, and we saw Pauline Laverty draw quite nicely, but outdone now by Val Jackson's second bowl as she's drawn the shot.
Oh, we've got Sue Mullen watching. You missed me this morning, Sue. That's fine. The twins from the Sunshine Coast that I have trouble telling
Apart.
very much apart. It's
Nice.
very easy to tell them apart. They have different earrings, but I can't remember which is which.
Oh, that's a bit tricky. We've got Catherine Haldane, I hope I've said that right, from Werribee Bowls Club in Victoria watching. And Maria Fraser-Cook from Emu Park. Where is Emu Park?
It's in down at the beach at Rockhampton.
There you go.
There's Yeppoon and Emu Park right beside it. Well, I suppose Yeppoon's next to your knife and your fork, and the next one along would be Emu Park.
I haven't heard that one for a while.
Not since yesterday, probably.
We've got Jan joining us from Sale in Victoria, a few fellow Victorians. I was down in Victoria this week, had to pop down for a couple of days. And Mick Wooten from Sheffield in Tasmania.
We have Kerry Green. He's warming up to play pairs on Tuesday in the over 60s, but him and Brian Marshall have been very unfortunate to draw a Bargara team in the first round. They'll be gone. And Wally Schmidt, famously known as Sicko. We see the power on the back of the shirt. I was power with Wally winning a few things. He won a Champion of Champions after I left him. I had to leave him to let Bakes come in as the bowls coordinator at Hamilton.
Oh, that was very kind of you.
And Wally played with Wag and Joey Wood when they won the Queensland Champion of Champions, and normally entertained people on the bus trips for Premier League.
See Gail Crompton making her way.
We're just a yard over.
A yard over. Just that length change, this length change. Just giving everyone a little bit of a challenge.
Well, she's got the track, and she's got another one to play.
There's Maree Gibbs.
That's the one we'd be. This has got a pretty good track too.
This looks good. And she got the weight. Debbie's willing it in. And she has, so that's 2 seconds, I think. So Wendy's team's still holding one. But Debbie's got those 2 seconds with Pauline's bowl and Maree's bowl.
Now, do you know if those power shirts that all the girls have got on, oh, well, Pauline and Jacinta, are they men's and ladies?
No, they're the ladies. So essentially they're the same as the men's outfit, but the pink replaces the white, I believe, is what they did. So essentially they're the same logo, as I understand it. Talking to Pam Rowe earlier, she was explaining it, so it's just that the pink replaces the white. So we were talking about that earlier, that I think they've just formed the ladies club, or reformed a ladies pennant teams last year and competed and won. I know they won their district.
Yep, Brisbane district now.
Yep.
We used to be Brisbane North once upon a time. It's pink for girls. It's pretty easy. I should have figured that out.
Oh, I think the boys would look pretty good in it as well. So I quite like a man in pink. So I think that they should just change the men's uniforms to be the same as the ladies and be one club. That'd be all right too.
I'm not touching that comment. Fiona Hall, she would know. They look fantastic. She has a bit more. Fee's got a bit more idea of dress sense than I have. And Ross Weir, watching from Bribie Island. He was the games director at Woodgate until recently in our area. And he's done a little runner down to Bribie Island from Woodgate.
Maree's just drawn the other hand. But I'd still...
Okay, Thorpe, that may be true. But I was only really talking Kerry Green. Now, Kerry Green might have got an extra good partner instead of Brian Marshall. If Brian's still going to be in lockdown, it might be a chance to get out of it.
And welcome Lynn Murphy from Sandstone Point and Bill and Kathy from Chinchilla.
And Greeny's explained it on the bottom of there. He's playing with Greg Flynn now. So there is no Brian Marshall to defeat or commentate.
And here comes Wendy. She's coming in nicely. So Wendy's holding one shot, but the other team, that makes it a slightly better. Oh no, she's actually given it away. Maree Gibbs is just putting her finger up. So unfortunately, Wendy might have given the shot away.
She's caught that on the saddest angle.
Yeah, and it was on its running surface, which made it probably run just that little bit. Oh, well, that's unfortunately what happens. Skips do it more often than anyone else because there's more bowls in the way by the time they get on the mat. So
yes.
And Ash Allen's watching from his hospital bed from New Zealand. Get well soon, Ash.
Mark Rooney, that's a bit of a sledge. I better ask Dojo if he's going to wear the pink.
I think Dojo's in touch with his feminine side. He'd be fine in the pink. So
She didn't need much more than that.
no, Debbie didn't need much more.
She
But
was a little bit quiet now. She's holding shot.
yeah, certainly changes it, doesn't it? See what Wendy's changed hands now, so she's going to be a bit more aggressive.
Well, she's into the head somewhere if she gets past that brown one.
Oh,
Not
that's
quite-
Gail's bowl, isn't it?
Not
at
quite
the
quick
front?
enough.
No, that's what we were talking about earlier. Just those little runners, bit harder to play on an indoor surface than you might see on a grass green.
Not so much indoors. The speed of the green more than anything. When it's got that good bit of turn, you need to play a bit more weight.
Bit more weight, draw or drive.
She would have been flat out being a foot over, which referred to regularly as a jack-high nibble. That you think you're going to play 3 or 4 foot through to move the bowl of the kitty, and you just scream across 3 foot and finish jack-high, and you've given it no chance at all. Terry Heath, I'd call to give you a call today. When I was at Helensvale, they were all sending a message there.
So just looking across the rinks, just seeing Suzanne Kington take a little bit of a lead over Bronwyn Torrens there. 7-1. Debbie's had a chat to Maree. Maree's given her a bit of advice on what shot to play. So we'll see how she goes. She's looking to obviously add a second or convert one of the other bowls that's out there to a second. She's just run through, so they'll take the one. Make it 6-3.
7-3.
7-3.
7-3 on the board.
Robbie.
Oh, he's doing a bit of business with
He's got a
Billy.
bit of business with Billy. We're just the score's a bit behind. There we go. He's caught up just like that.
Wasn't that far behind.
Wasn't that far behind, just the two ends. So we'll see if Pauline takes it back to dead minimum. Looks like she's going to. No? I'm mistaken. Looks like she was looking for a fuller length. She's definitely put the mat down behind the tee, but she's still pulled up a couple of metres short of the tee.
We'll get back to business here. Nice start, just trickled across.
Let's see what Belle's got. I was looking earlier at the book, and it's even more prominent now, but looking at the past winners of the ladies' fours. And over the last 5 years, pretty much all the teams or teams members that were in there have now been knocked out today in one form or another, or are not competing. Just a bit of trivia for you. Belle Jackson's done a pretty
Olivia
good job.
had won a few.
Yeah.
Chloe can't win it because she's in England.
She's in England with Lindsay.
Lindsay can't win it because she's in England.
Tash Jones was with Bolivia today, so she was into it 2017.
That's only the last 5 years. We go back a bit further because I think that team Milrick has won it 3 times in the last 10 years.
I think they lost on their last end this morning.
I only know that they got beaten looking at the scores.
Yeah.
They got beaten 11-9 or something like that. 11-9 on 12 ends. Bit of a flogging, really.
It's a tough game, 12 ends. Let's see what Belle's got here. She's bowled an absolute cracker, or a peach, with her first. And she's not too far away with her second. Look at this.
Not too far away, you say?
Not too far away.
Any better than that would be bloody good. Yes, Gus, I'm not too sure about that. I was running them at Helens Vale today. I'm not sure exactly who got through on the men here today. Aha, I'm working on it.
In comes Anne McClure. She's not looking too far away either. I think they've picked a length that these ladies like. Look at that. It's not too far. Just falling about a foot short. Perhaps could we get a front look at that
no
one,
wonder
Robbie?
they're out there playing and we're in the commentary box. I'm not going out to play them, I can tell you.
Here comes Glenys. She's got a bit more weight about this. She was told to maybe disrupt the head by Wendy. I missed the call, but she certainly got rid of one out of that area. Oh, we've got Bill Cornell's directing the cameras. Can we get a look at the front, Bill? The kitty's on the other side of the bowl there, just from where the viewers can see. They can't see where the kitty is. Are you able to give us a front view of that?
A back
there you go. Look at that.
It's almost a back
Bill
toucher.
Cornell's
I didn't realise Billy was so good.
Technical director extraordinaire. Thank you, Bill.
Lucky button.
Don't tell
he had
Robbie
27
what we did.
buttons to push and he got the one lucky one.
Don't tell Robbie what we did while you was gone, all right? Nobody tell. So now you can just get a bit of an idea of what's there, where the kitty is. Wendy's saying they've got 2. And she's calling for a bit of a defensive shot round the back just in case the kitty gets moved. Gail Crompton didn't land too far away from where she was told to put the bowl, so excellent 3 play. Looks like Maree's going for a look, so she's bowled a bowl and now going for a look before she bowls her second bowl. From the other end, we showed you what it looked like from the other end. It is a bit tricky to see when you head on. I think you've given us we've got the side camera at the moment, haven't we, Bill? So if you look at it from this end, can you give us this end? How about that, Bill? Try that. Let's give it a go.
Hang on, you're overworking it.
I know. Well,
you'd have to increase his pay.
We're just going to try and show him what Maree's looking at maybe from this end. If nobody gets in our way of the camera, we'll see how we go.
We've got Scotty Jong watching. Now, Scotty was just in my road watching, I was looking at a race on the TV there.
Going back the other end,
I said, get out of my road, Scotty.
Maree will be in the way now, Bill. Don't worry. All good.
Here she comes. And to Julie Allen, yes, he's fine. Just he's a bit overworked. Look at him up the other end there. He's wandering around behind. Now he's hiding behind the scoreboard.
Hi, Adrian from Helensvale, watching from Helensvale Bowls Club. Or watching from Vietnam today. Overseas. Oh, there we go. We got that camera angle. Thanks, Bill. See, it's a bit trickier from the other side. Gail's chasing this bowl, though, so she likes the look of it.
It's in there somewhere.
Oh, it is in there somewhere. Oh, she's just trundled through. That was a big effort. Very big effort. So I think I'm right in saying as well last year's men's fours winners got beaten today in their section as well. So
they certainly did. They lost their first 2 games.
So I believe that's right, isn't it? So that's the Dean McWhinney, Dale McWhinney, Ryan Digby. Yep, they got beaten. I think they were in Aaron's Sheriff's section today.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help, does it? Doesn't help to be in Aaron's Sheriff's section the way he participated in the game of bowls yesterday. One of the people that know a bit about bowls said that's the best performance anybody's ever put on, which he was pretty devastating.
What's Debbie going to do here?
Well, she's got a fair track to get inside that white bowl,
sure
but she's draw weight.
Wendy's looking for a bit of instruction from her third, from Gail. How much over?
Look at all those celebrities behind there on the bank.
The celebrities behind on the bank, is that John Newell? Oh, who can I see? Oh, up there, behind us, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. And do this, look. Wendy's just landed in behind. So Debbie wasn't far away from the shot that Maree's calling her on. She's calling her on a bit of a reverse push. Looking for some contact, it looks like, on Maree's front bowl. Oh no, she's changing her over now. I'm confused which hand she's going to play. You go, Desley says you're welcome back, you're always full of knowledge.
Other people say I'm full of other things.
Well, you've shared some facts today, some things that people don't know. Yeah, I think she was probably looking for contact on the other bowl. That was away.
Played a lot of bowls with Gail's husband, Tony. Haven't seen him for a while since they left Bagara and moved to Tweed Heads.
I played against Gail in the district mixed pair. She was playing not with her husband. She was playing with Neville Jenkins, I think we played with against, perhaps.
Well, it's an event she's won 2 or 3 times.
Absolutely. Managed to just nudge across the line against her that day.
Yeah, we're talking Tony Crompton. He got a nickname of Budgie. Got a nickname of Budgie because every time when he was playing third and the skip asked him to play something he wasn't real keen on, he used to scratch a couple of times with his right foot on the mat.
Oh, he had the baseball calls going, did he? So,
which easily got him the name of Budgie.
So some might wonder why Wendy picked up the yellow jack then when it was already on the line and spun it around.
Well, you don't want the lead to think she's going too well.
Well, interestingly enough, someone else told me that you put the logo that's on the jack.
That's the reason. That's more
facing
than likely
upwards.
the reason.
Yes.
So you can tell if the jack has been touched ever so
or not.
slightly that kicks us off the line. That's the real reason you do it.
So it's one of those habits I think people get into and then they obviously keep doing it, and Wendy clearly demonstrated just then she's one of them.
It depends who you're playing with. There's lots of times that you don't have to worry about anybody hitting the kitty because you know they're not going to go anywhere near it. In this particular games where they've got to this stage, there's most ends of the jack will be moved ever so slightly, even though the speed of green is quite different than what we've been playing on in the men's games on the outdoors. I don't know what the speed of the green through the water was at one stage today, but the rooster tails were getting up to 2 or 3 inches high if they were going through a pool. So it made it very interesting. Well, it didn't finish badly. It only needed a foot of grass.
And we're seeing a similar length to the last length, so settling in on a slightly over 3/4. Wendy's team in control of the mat.
You get the right tickle on this and fall on its back. Just.
Well, it's probably like those we were saying earlier, just enough to get in people's eye a little bit, those bowls out the front now. Just play a few tricks with people's ability to work out how long they should be bowling.
I'm going to make contact with the bowl and turn it over once. No. Good spot. Ian Law's watching. Oh, well, better call you Sheriff then. The Shonky doesn't sound that good, does it, really? Sheriff's much better nickname. It was very good to see, actually, the 2 sons playing with their father on the live streaming. Families playing together is always good, and did well to get to where they got to.
And she's just done enough to tip over the bowl, her leads bowl, Pauline's bowl. So that was Glenys just bowling that, tipping it in to secure one shot.
Makes this shot a lot harder. Before she was just sneaking it.
Does feel a bit like it would be a bit easier on the other hand now, doesn't it?
She might, no.
Oh, look at this. She's going to make a lie of us. Oh, no. Well, that just shows you she only just skirted around the outside of that bowl in front of the kitty and she missed it.
A bit of a low percentage shot all the same, playing 3 foot to there. She could have got the shot had she caught that purple ball exactly right. And it's left open just to arrive and sit some of those bowls. Make some more.
She's pushed it through and made a couple.
Now it's sort of opened up a little bit for Gail.
So I think we're certainly on track to do this well within the time. I think we've been going for about an hour now.
Through the gap.
Oof, Gail just missed. About an hour now, and we're 7 in, so we're a third of the way through, and so I think we should be done in plenty of time.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kayleen Meredith, for sending us 200 stars. We appreciate the stars. Anyone who wants to pop in some stars, please feel free.
See, you made Robbie smile. Not that easy when you're struggling to get all these stuff together. He's pretty happy with those 200 stars. Jean Somerville. She'd like to know who's in Debbie's team. I guess you've got that down pat.
Yeah, so Pauline Laverty leading up, Glenys Reid playing second, Maree Gibbs playing third, you said for Millmerran, from memory, and then Debbie obviously playing skip, so it's a mixed bag.
Definitely Millmerran.
Definitely
and
Millmerran.
That gap, Gail made that gap, so the bowl followed it through.
She did. It's a
Jean
goal.
Jean Somerville, obviously being mother of Troy, always had a workout keeping him under control.
Now you've made me look, Robbie, because someone else sent us some stars earlier and I didn't mention it. Lynn Murphy from Sandstone Point sent us 200 stars. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate that. I think that was all.
And we've got a gentleman from Rula here, Wayne Narron. It says he played a fair bit of bowls with Budgie at Warilla, where he always claims a couple of their star players that he coached or played with along the way, Budgie.
It's absolutely perfect grass line what Wendy's got there, but she's just pulled up just over a metre out.
Leif Selby would have been one of them, and he always drives Gail crazy telling her what to play.
Leif Selby. I think my husband and my son played against Leif Selby and Wayne Turley in the Australian Open a few years ago. They taught them a few things about bowls.
Yes, I think that Leif learned a bit off someone else, not just Budgie. It was a bit of additives. Straight into the back of it.
Straight into Pauline's bowl. Probably not enough to make a difference. Maybe. Definitely got 2. Probably 3 actually. Might have rolled one in, which is a way for Wendy running into that bowl.
Which at 12-3, they probably need to score.
Yeah, I think Maree was putting 3 fingers there, so it's 3, and then if Debbie can add another 1, 4, that would be a really nice addition at this point in time, just to get them back into it.
Got some sort of a track if she arrives. Nearly got round that one.
Oh, she's going to just
and falls in. For 4.
Maree was happy with that. 4 shots. Takes us to 12-7. It's a good result. 4 shots is a lot in this level of competition.
Brian Marshall is watching. We got to do something in lockdown, Brian. You might as well watch some of the live streaming. we can't bag you as commentators, because we know that you will probably get square next time you're in the seat. Unless Pauline's teaching you something about commentating, Brian, that might help.
Oh, I learn all I know from Brian.
Well, don't say that.
Don't say that. Take that back. We'll just rewind that. We don't know if Bill's worked out how to do rewind yet. So
That's it.
Bill Cornell's is getting a big lesson here at the moment from Robbie, and he's doing pretty well at this point in time. He's got control of the cameras. I don't know why Robbie trusts Bill, but Bill's a very trustworthy person, it seems.
Well, he knows that I'm dangerous with a remote control for the TV, so he wouldn't be running me through that machine. I'd just keep pushing all the buttons till I found one that works. That's how you do it with a remote control.
So Pauline's just led away there. She actually picked a length similar to the length that Wendy's been playing, so didn't take an opportunity to change the length this time, where she'd played dead minimum earlier when she had control of the mat. But she's pulled up just over a metre short, and Val Jackson has just snuck in front of her, but still, a good metre short of
They've been a
the
bit
kitty.
closer than that mostly. Both of them just need to find a metre. Hello, Duck. Is that fair, is it? Noeline Dutton's on the sending in little comments. They might get barbed up a bit.
I think everyone's enjoying some of the history you've got to add to the commentary. The knowledge of all the players over time. Lots of stories.
Oh, well, some of them are true and some of them just make a
They're
good
the story.
Ones.
Yeah. So Pauline's second bowl there, we were just talking about finding that metre, and she found it, and she's bowled an absolute
Here comes
cracker.
another one that's got another metre on it.
Yeah, Val Jackson is
They're
not
both
far
corrected
away.
near perfectly.
Yeah, neither of those are going back. The skippers are pretty happy with those.
Okay, Duck, we only do banter, we don't do stories. This one's got a bit on it,
Yeah,
just a little.
beautiful grass line though. She picked that well.
Well, she was entertaining the fact of just arriving on that shot bowl, turn it out and make two. So she didn't want to be short.
I was thinking hopefully we can get most of this game in before the band starts. About 7 o'clock down here, so it could get a bit noisy.
Well, the little bit that I got to see of the live streaming when you and Billy were on, I could hear a few of the stories in the background from how close the crowd is to these seats.
Yeah, I think it's the difference as well with the microphones we're using, with apparently. So yeah, we do pick up a bit more of the background noise. So as you can see in the picture, there's quite a few people just sitting almost on our shoulders.
Here she comes. Does she clear that one?
Oh, she's good. Oh, so close. Great bowl, really. Just missed it. 8 ends of 21. This will be really interesting, these next couple of ends of this game, because the players have only been playing 12 end games and keeping their concentration.
Needs a tickle. Timmy Smith's over there. Timmy, how much did it rain in Bundy? I left it just after midnight 2 nights ago. It's just when it started to rain. It had rained 5 mil in 3 days. It's the driest place in Queensland. Need a bit more width.
Gail's missed the line just with that one. Nothing wrong with the weight on it though.
Budgie would have given her a 0 out of 10 for that one. It was a hard marker. Now, does this one arrive? Because it's about the track. If it arrives, it'll be close.
She won't want that one back.
I suppose you'd say it arrived.
She doesn't want that one back. She gets a pink love heart, I think, on that one from her skip.
Now, Gail's got to get around that one. It's a bit more track. She's got more track. She's a chance. She just has to clear that first bowl.
So Debbie goes to the head holding one with that last bowl from Maree, which is an absolute cracker. But Val Jackson's bowl is stuck in there as well as a second shot before we get to Pauline Laverty's bowl as a third shot.
Greg Carl. 6 inches at Bagara. Thanks, Greg. As for a B grader, we'll still call you Nicky's dad. And seeing as you finally won that bloody B grade and the champion of champions B grade for the district, you are no longer a B grader, but you're still Nicky's dad.
So Nicky had a win today. He was in Aaron's team, I think. So he's having a tournament, isn't he?
Well, he got to the best, the ranked 1 bowler in Australia before he won the mixed pairs and the Queensland triples. So I would think that he wouldn't be dropping down too many places from number 1 winning those. And the way he and Omar are playing, a little help from the other 2, they'll be favourites to win the games tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's just such a nice young man as well. Like I played against him in the mix. That's what my son Kobe and I were out of the mix thanks to Kelsey and Nick. We happened to get them in our section. But not only is he just such an amazing player, he's just such a nice young man, the way he goes about his bowls.
Lucky you drawing them in your section.
Yeah, well, you got to beat everyone to win it, don't you? So if you play them early, oh well. We gave it a go.
Geez, we've got a few from our area watching. Billy Dilg says 6 inches there. Johnny Veriston says 8 inches at Urangan. That might have broken the drought.
And Gail says 272 millimetres at Gin Gin.
Yes, they've got their tournament on next Saturday, I think.
Yeah, Autumn Carnival starts, so...
Let me guess the
Lush.
20th.
So Wendy's
Let me
going...
get my days right, a week today.
Wendy's going back to the head, down 2, potentially. I don't know if Debbie Logan's bowl is the second shot there, or if Val Jackson's bowl is the second shot. No, she's going a bit heavier at it. She's definitely 1 down. She's unfortunately picked up that front bowl at Debbie Logan's, and it's 2. It was 2. So Debbie drew a second. What a great bowl that was.
All of a sudden it's game on at 12-9.
Well, it just goes to show you what a difference
12-3.
21 ends to play.
12-3 to 12-9, and we're nowhere near halfway yet, so we've got a long way to go.
Looks like we're going to be heading for another longer end again. The mat's down behind the tee. See what Pauline does. Yeah, she's throwing it long. Last time she threw it short, the opposition got a bit close. Opting for the longer length. Probably about 3 metres in from the tee where it is at the moment. We might just move the camera back a little bit, Bill. It's okay.
Wrong way, Billy. Wrong way, Billy.
It's all right. He's getting the instructions.
He hasn't got his learners yet.
Yeah, his L plates. He might have his L plates by the end of the game. Ooh, the games in the other rinks are tightening up too. Suzanne Kington had a lead, I think, of 7-1. It's now back to 8-5 against Bronwyn Torrens.
Just went 9-5.
Oh, it just went 9-5.
Just went 9-5. You can't expect to be up to date when you're giving driving lessons.
But I think you've got lots of North Queensland. It's a North Queensland against North Queensland rink over there, isn't it?
Yes, well, the other games are exactly what it says on the board.
And Pauline's just pulled up short with her first, so she's come in and probably thought to add a little bit extra on, as you do, and then you put a little bit too much. That happens often. But Val Jackson, I mean, she has been leading beautifully. She's only put a couple of strays, but barely call them strays. She's bowled so well.
We're getting across a fraction. The longer ends just throw them a little bit off their touch.
Certainly have got a lot of people up in North Queensland. It must be raining. They're all staying home on a Saturday night watching bowls with us. And Glenys has just sailed through the head as well, so just wonder if there's a bit of a pace change on the green. It tends to change pace about this time of night, just a little bit.
So it speeds up? Question mark?
Speeds up, yep. Getting a bit colder, but it's been a bit cold all day, hasn't it? So
it's been cold and wet.
Cold and wet, yeah. As opposed to, I was down here last night and it was actually a bit humid and wet. So Glenys has another go. She hasn't been too far away either with her second. If she's had that bit of a wilder shot with her first, playing beautiful bowls.
This one's not far away. It's going to go a foot or two.
It's a pretty good effort though.
No, it was pretty tough over at Helensvale today. Most guys took their raincoats off in the second, towards the end of the second game, and completely in the third game because they were far too heavy to wear. There wasn't anybody that wasn't completely saturated.
Who says what lawn bowls is an easy game, hey? Those conditions?
They're practising to get in the Commonwealth Games. Birmingham, that's pretty much standard to be underwater there when we play Commonwealth Games there, as was when we played Commonwealth Games in 86, where the greens went underwater and you played until they went deeper than half an inch.
Oh, really? Oh, what a beautiful bowl that is for Maree Gibbs, just showing draw shot. Certainly is out there just to be drawn.
Neil Hendricks' brother, Kevy Hendricks, was in that. And because of how heavy the greens were, they were 9 or something before it rained.
Gail Crompton's not too far
No
away.
Australian won anything that particular year. They never made a playoff for bronze.
David said he thought Queensland was beautiful one day, perfect the next. So did we.
Well, we're hoping.
So did we.
The rain was near perfect. It was coming. It was coming up and down.
The rain was coming in perfectly sideways.
Somewhere between the sides of 20-cent bits and 50-cent bits.
Maree's just pulled up a little bit short with her second bowl. But, as I might have mentioned, I was in Melbourne for a couple of days this week, and I can tell you it was a bit crisp. So
Crisp?
Yes, crisp.
Is that a variety of beer?
No, it was foggy as well. A bit chilly in the mornings and foggy, but not too much of. Not
This
too
has got
much wind.
something, surely.
She has. She's playing for the bowl, and she's done it. So she's made a couple because that is Val Jackson's bowl just there in front, that purple coloured bowl. So
Barry Gilbert's watching. He's the boss at Broadbeach. Gets to go round. And Vicky Foster's given us another 200 stars.
geez, we must be doing all right. Got another 200, 600 stars so far.
Billy doesn't know what that means, but I'm sure Robbie's happy.
Robbie's too busy having a yarn now to everybody. He's handed the reins over to Bill. I can't believe it.
He hasn't hit anything yet, even though he's only got a learner.
So just seeing a bit of a jump there, and Jacinta Weir's rink, I think they had a pretty good end, and they've jumped to a 12-6 lead over Linda Bronnan.
Well, they jumped from 7-6 to 12-6, whether that was two ends or one end.
Yeah.
We're not too sure. We didn't quite get here with that one.
And Anne Russell's just jumped to a 10-5 lead over Marilyn Emerton, so...
She's always been a couple in front.
Yeah.
But we haven't hit the halfway mark, let alone get to the pointy part of things.
So this
one's got a bit to get home, but it's coming hard now.
It is coming hard, just that longer length. I tell you what, she's not too far, or just where she went out for a packed lunch.
I didn't actually see what that indication was. I think that was 3 down, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd suggest so. I think Wendy's bowl at the front is closer than it's Glenys's bowl there at the back, right? Which I think would be the closest bowl that Debbie Logan's team would have.
She's pretty close to saving the 3 down here.
Oh, it's just kept running. Maree's just given it the maybe 1 down now, perhaps, is it? Or
she's got to play the same shot as Gail played. Come through and sit that bowl on the backhand.
Yeah, not quite as wide as her first one, just to tuck under. And she can keep her 3 or 4 back if she sits on it, right?
So she's much narrower than the last one. If she's got the weight, she's close.
Maree's just going to get in our way a little bit, so we can't see that one.
And it's got a little bit of nothing.
Oh! They keep 1. Wendy's team keeps the 1. So that's they haven't scored for a few ends, so we've had a few ends go
13-10, is it?
to Debbie's team. No, that's Wendy's
13-9.
team. Yeah,
13-9.
39. So Bill's got it. Yeah, so we haven't seen Wendy's team score for a couple of ends, though. I think it was 12-3, I think we repeated, and it got up to 12-9. So it's been a few ends go to Debbie Logan, but that's Wendy's first end for a little while. Vel's put the mat up just a couple of metres. Oh, we're getting stars everywhere here. Vicky Foster, thank you for 200 stars. Pauline
Abbott,
200 stars. Alyssa Lindsay, 200 stars. Wow. Did I say Vicky Foster as well? 200 stars, thank you.
We're not hearing about eating or drinking lollies. Great breakdown of what is happening. Well, I'm not sure that anybody's eaten any lollies because Brian Marshall normally eats between 1/2 and 1 kilos of them, and they have to replace them. Now he's locked down in COVID. I think Robbie can keep all his lollies. Metre over? A little bit more?
Yeah, a little bit more. Probably close to 2.
Weather permitting, whom will be cast tomorrow? The ladies are now down to the semi-final. The men have 4 games in the morning, and that will bring them down to the last 8. They will play another 4 games in the afternoon. So some have byes out of our 12 sections. We're unsure where it will be as yet. It is down to be at Broadbeach, where the greens were too wet to play today, And with 3 inches on them today, we're waiting to hear how the greens are at Broadbeach.
So that's what Brett Wilkie was on the commentary with us a little bit earlier. He's stepped away to go and check on that, hasn't he? So we might hear some news, but I think he was saying that you probably wait to see how we wake up when the sun rises and see what all the greens look like and just see how much rain we get overnight. It's actually, I don't think it's raining right now. I think it's actually stopped.
I thought the sun was coming out about just before sundown. It was clearing very quickly about 3:30. Obviously, I haven't been on the bomb since then.
I know, how's that?
Oh, the Minister for Everything could do that, and I wonder if Billy can get the bomb up.
Yeah, Robbie needs to show Billy how to put the bomb on the screen.
He might go to a P plate instead of an L.
Let's check out the weather pattern around the Gold Coast. Test him out. That's a cracking second bowl, though, there from Pauline Laverty, and there was 2 good lead bowls from Val Jackson. And here comes Glenys. She's just going to punch that one through.
John Clough is watching. The mainstay of the Bundaberg Bowls Club, under the bridge in town and Quay Street. We're playing a little aggressive type shot here. No, we're not. We're playing a little bit skinny and short shot. Taking that grass she was going to be attacking.
Somebody asked me earlier, where is it? Jean Somerville has asked, is Tracy Foster not playing? Now, I saw Tracy Foster here earlier, but I'm not sure if who she was playing with.
Here we are. Clear at this area.
Look at that.
Yeah, but that little swing on the end of the tail sticking out wide might come back for a little bit more rain tonight. That's how it's been coming in. It's been swinging like, not like a cyclone, but spinning.
It's the least amount of purple that we've seen above our heads for a little while. So here comes Gail Crompton. She's not too far away.
It's just a little bit over. It'll swing around and rain a little bit later tonight.
So
with that spin, just because we need a little bit more rain.
Can't let the plants die. Here comes Maree. She's taken the other hand. As you can see it. Ooh. She's just landed at the back. It's not a bad spot. I think it's just the one shot to Debbie Logan's team there with Pauline's front bowl.
Terry Heath's 300 with a little sun beside it. I don't know what that is. It's like 200 stars, only 300 suns.
I think that's...
Gail's drawn the shot. Oh, hang on.
Debbie's saying no, she's got the shot.
She's favouring the white bowl.
Yeah, the white bowl of Pauline Laverty is still the shot bowl.
It's a little bit of each. Oh, it might have the right weight yet. It had the right weight.
It was a really nice weight, just missed the line. So Margaret's joining us from Bundy.
Lucy. Less waffling, more commentary on game. Appreciated, Jim. Does that mean we're doing it good, or we need more?
I'm not 100% on that one. We could read it either way. We'll just take it as a compliment.
Tracy Foster lost to Linda Bronan.
There you go.
Have an answer?
I did see her around here earlier today, and I couldn't see her on the green, so I was betting that she'd been bundled out of the competition today.
And Yogi Best has sent 200 stars, having the bowls shop in Bundy. He'll have to jack the prices up a bit to pay for those 200 stars. And Chrissy Pav.
She was here earlier. She's gone home to watch. So Catherine says it feels like 14 degrees in Victoria sitting there with the open fire, just missing the chestnuts. Debbie Logan just pulls up quite short, not sure. We just put that one down to a brain fade, as we all do. None of us get on the mat to bowl a bad bolt. Here's Wendy.
Got some grass here.
She's got good grass.
Touching the jack.
Oh, I tell you though, sitting just in front of Gail's bowl, does that give her a shot?
Makes it shot.
Yeah, Maree's given Debbie we're one down, so that's a great bowl from Wendy. Just using her own bowls to give her a bit of a stop. Dave Dodd asking where the Pelican Bowls Club is. It's the Musgrave Pelicans, so Musgrave Hill, which is just inland.
Have a look at this one.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Just got...
Oh, unlucky, but it was the shot anyway. What a great effort from Debbie Logan. Just the one down. Cracking bowl. So, yeah, Musgrave Hill, which is 10 minutes inland from Southport, I suppose you'd describe it as. 10 minutes in from
May not
Labrador.
even be 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
Down Smith Street a little bit.
Stevens Road or whatever it's called. Yeah, so it's between the Gold Coast University Hospital and the beach. About halfway.
It's actually on the Musgrave Hill, I reckon.
It's on the Musgrave Hill. Just not too many people know that, but most people know where Southport is, don't they? So...
Yes, Liz Don's got the answer to our story on Tracy. She went down by 2 to Linda Bronan.
Here comes Belle.
We'll see how they go. It's a nice little length. The mat's up a little bit off the 6 foot line, which is where they have been playing.
Oh, and there you go. Look at that. Linda Bronan is just gone to 12 all against Jacinta Weir's team. So the Hamilton versus Kawana, pretty much it's a Kawana team. There is another lady in that team in a blue and white outfit I'm not familiar with. I'd have to check what club she's from, but that was a 12-7, I think, a 5-shot difference, and it's now 12 all. So how quickly things change.
That's Bribie Island, that jersey.
Bribie Island, thank you. I'll find her name in a minute. It's Denise McLean, I believe. There you go, from Bribie Island. Because I know who Faye Whitaker is, and I know who Debbie Dallaston is, who is also in that team with Linda Bronan. So that, by process of elimination, is Denise McLean from Bribie Island.
We know that one. She is Kevy Bell's sister, famous bowler from Bundaberg. He plays for Moreton now. She moved to Bribie Island. Debbie and Ringer Bell played together in the mixed pairs, brother and sister.
Thanks, Kurt Brown, just telling me I've got the pronunciation wrong. So it's Brownen, as in Brown N. So I was saying Bronan, so Brownen. My apologies, Linda.
Thank you very much, Curtly. I didn't realise you were so good with the English language. We got a bit of a call that it's not Denise Lieutenant. She had to withdraw.
Oh. Well, I'm not 100% sure who that is then.
No.
Well, if anybody knows who's here playing with the Kawana ladies with a Bribie Island shirt on and can let us know who she is, that would be wonderful. There you go. Someone's chimed in. It's Donna Smith.
Ah, she's from Woodgate.
Woodgate.
Silly me.
You had the wrong
Should have known
uniform.
that.
You had the
I
wrong
should have known that
uniform.
myself.
Jeez.
Damn
I
it.
should have got the binoculars out. That's what we should have
Damn
done.
it. That was organised yesterday and I was there when it got organised too.
Oh, well, here comes
Wrong
Glenys. How far away is she? Come on, up you get. Debbie stepped forward to encourage it, but she's dropped about a metre or so short. So it's one shot to Pauline Laverty with the second shot from Val Jackson. Both of them just a little bit in front of Kitty. So just pushing people around on the other hand. Here comes Gail.
Thanks, Curdy. Not much difference between the Bribey shirt and the Woodgate shirt. Just enough.
It's not a bad
Good
effort
bowl.
from Gail. She's just passed, so just the one shot to Debbie's team.
And Mazza hasn't been gaining any ground over on the far green. 16.5.
No,
Yep. We gave Yogi a shout out.
we did.
I'd probably give him I said he'd have to put the price of the gear in his bowl shop up.
that's
Got the bowl shop in Bundy.
It's a beautifully weighted bowl, but it's about a metre wide from Maree. So if she corrects the grass on her next one, she'll be on top of the kitty.
Well, we're not sure about this one, Gail. I don't know that you've got the run. You say that you had the grass on the chalk line twice.
Sure did,
Smack
look
on the
at that.
chalk line. So I tell all the barefoot bowlers, all the party bowlers, it's easy to get the grass. Not so hard, not so easy to get that weight right.
Maree's just looking to promote Glenys's bowl. Perhaps she was looking to draw around it, but she ended up promoting it, but not quite enough. So a few seconds. Time for us to thank our sponsors. The sponsors of the Fours State Championships, Henselite, Choice of Champions, and Major Events Gold Coast, and the Broadbeach Bulls. And also we're just thanking Paradise Point today for taking the extra competition today, with the ladies having to be moved from Broadbeach over to Paradise for the day. And thank you to all the volunteers that have helped out at Paradise Point today. And Wendy Wilson has used that side bowl, and looks like she might have potentially...
The Minister for Everything will tell you that that Jack-Eye bowl's closer. He's
Okay.
he knows sideways and forward. Which one's the shot, Robbie? Green, easy as that.
Let's see what Debbie's going to do.
Shirley Cornish watching.
She's also going to play the forehand, I think, just looking to sit on that bowl, which is actually, front of the bowl, back of the jack.
Oh, she had to get round.
No, she's missed the line.
She's got another one up her sleeve yet. It's not.
She does have another one up her sleeve. It's certainly getting on to being and feeling like a bit of a long day. I think the ladies kind of starting to arrive here at 8 o'clock this morning, so we've been here for 10 hours. And Robbie's been here a little bit earlier than that at 7:30.
Some of the ladies were here at 6:30, he was saying.
6:30, some of the ladies. Jeez. I definitely had an
We're going
advantage.
close with this one.
She is not far away, Wendy Wilson. Oh, she's just
No,
going to
she's
run
not.
into the back.
Righto, we're up. We're going to Charlie that brown bowl onto that, and the kiddie's going to come back to the two
She's given her
purpley bowl.
both options.
She has to play weight.
Sounds like the band's kicked off inside. Must have kicked. Obviously, they're kicking off
allowed
at
to
6
sing
o'clock.
if we like to song?
I don't think anyone.
Have you asked Robbie that?
I don't think anyone would give us any stars if we do that. Maybe you. I don't know. I haven't heard you sing. So.
I got $50 one time. She got the shot.
Maree Gibbs is jumping up and down on the spot.
She did a little
so
happy
excited.
dance.
So
Nothing like a little happy dance.
About that shot from her.
Carol McDonald. Carol McDonald is a professional singer. Carol McDonald is a professional singer. She sang at Mooloolaba a few times while I was there. I think she sang at one of the Bowls Queensland dinners, as well as a leading player for, we'd say, Kiwana these days. That's not a problem, Carol.
So, I see Pauline back in charge of the kitty, and she's opted for the same or similar length. So we're not seeing a lot of difference between the lengths that both teams are opting for at the moment. They're both playing somewhere over that 3/4. We dumped the short or dead minimums that were being played earlier.
Well, I only saw one of those played. Did they play more than one?
They did, yeah. They played 2 or 3 with Pauline at the helm of the kitty. But
they were all over it when they played that short end, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, but so was the other team, so I think they gave it up.
Yep. Well, they soon converted it. Of course I'm old. By the people you remember, I can remember you singing,
he's older
singing
than
at
me.
many places.
He's
Singing
older
at
than
many
me.
places, Carol, and I can even remember us helping you out, even though most people wouldn't have called it help.
That's a good effort from Val. Again, she's been very consistent. I know that's probably still a little bit short, but when you're trying to concentrate on the 12th and 13th end of a game, a 21 end game when you've been here for 10 or 12 hours or however long it's been in a day, that's a great start.
Now, Colleen Edbert's got me covered. She says, Jim, our old shirts at Bribey were very similar to Woodgate, but our new shirts are different, so I'm still in the old times. Sorry, Colleen.
And we're picking up some more stars. Susan Reid, thank you very much. 200 stars.
Look at Robbie, his ears wiggle when somebody says 200 stars. Gets underneath that.
Val
It's
Jackson.
going a bit.
What a great start. Wow.
Not much. Enough to be shot.
Fantastic bowls.
Gonna get there, it's a be a toucher. Close enough to getting there for a toucher.
Player could just ask you exactly what time we started the game, because they obviously just want to know where they're up to.
Yes, it's the quarterfinals, Mel. There'll be 4 left in the ladies, and after they play their 4 games today, they'll get a day off tomorrow.
So about 2 hours in. Do you want to just... Yeah, I'll let her know. Can you just let her know?
Yes, the ladies get a day off after this. Jockey Hayes is watching. There's 12 section winners in the men. 4 will have buys in the morning, so there'll be 4 games to get it to 8. And then there'll be 4 quarterfinals in the afternoon. We're still, this makes 2. Had to fall in. Makes.
It's 2 good bowls from Glenys Reid. I just find, we were talking about this a little bit earlier today, but people often say, you know, 2s is where you hide a player, or if you've got a player who's not as strong as the other players, and I say the opposite. If you've got a 2 who can do what Glenys just did and put 2 bowls within, a foot of the jack or in the head for you every end, they are amazing. They're worth their weight in gold.
Well, that's what she was trying to do, and she does it pretty regularly, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
got a few answers when I've said that Carol was Koana. See, I'm behind time. She's 4 years at Caloundra. And I can remember that night vividly at the Bowls Queensland Awards when Greg Ritchie did Mahatma Coat and you did the singing. That was a fantastic night. It's one of our best Bowls Queensland presentation nights ever.
Here comes Maree. She's just, that's a great bowl. Absolutely fantastic. Hard to tell from that angle whether that's two.
Margaret Vincent straightened us up, and Carol's in the champion of champions fours and
Gail's
pairs.
playing a slightly more weighted shot at this now, and she's down. Wendy's given her the yep. She got it. She's got it.
She get the
what
jack.
A great shot. She still ended up one down, unfortunately, but that was an absolutely cracking runner.
Well, it's made it so much easier. So much easier for the skip to do something to arrive down there on the backhand.
Oh, there you go. Linda Brownen has taken the lead now over Jacinta Weir's Hamilton team.
She might just tuck this away.
Oh, what a great ball.
Mightn't tuck it away. Might just sit 2 inches short.
Yeah, she's made two herself. Great 3 bowling. It looks like Anne Russell's got well and truly the control of the game over there, but it's only 11 ends in. You can never say never.
Gail's a bit wide. Does she connect?
A bit wide. Not as good as her last one. That's okay. She's still got Wendy to come. What other bowls have they got back there? I'm trying to look. I don't think there's anything back though. So for Wendy, who's looking at making some sort of contact with Maree's bowls to get the shot, she might look for a split, but I suppose she'll see what Debbie Logan does first. But I'd fancy a split from Wendy. So Debbie
Logan will be behind, surely.
Yeah, Debbie Logan will be looking to put something behind or just get in the way of Wendy playing, I think, the split shot. So
Oh, she lined on the backhand.
She looks to be playing a backhand. Here she goes. Looks like she's going to put one in the way.
Won't be in the way.
Oh, she's going to play. Yep.
Ooh, a little bounce on it.
Probably changes the way I would play that split. I would have played that as a forehand split if I was Wendy before, but now I think it's set up perfectly for the backhand.
Well, now she's got a 7-bowl target. She can hit any of the 3 closest ones or come off the ones on the right-hand side.
She's got a nice weighted shot, Wendy, so she will not be short.
And she won't miss changing the head.
She is dead on target. Oh, she just got it. What's she done? Interesting. I think
her bowl came through.
Her bowl stayed, so
Pauline would be
bowl
closest, wouldn't she?
Yeah. It's tough to tell at that angle. Give us a look at the side camera, Robbie.
We're having a bit of a thought about it.
Yeah. Are you able to give us a side camera look at that, Rob?
No, he's
Too busy talking to Bill.
he's still coaching.
Maree's
Bill.
just said that she's 1 down, so that means that Wendy's got the shot.
Yes, the Jack-Eye bowls are closer than what they always appear on the TV. On the screen in front of you viewers, it's the same screen as we're watching. I don't know how Robbie got that message through. He got the message through to get out of the road. fairly easily. Can see
Ken Laverty in the background, yeah.
Well,
he's sitting up the back.
Oh, does it get around those?
No, I don't think she's going to, which is... She's just going to get off that, unfortunately. So she's out of bullets, as they would say. And Wendy's just making sure that she's got the shot, but she's also got an open draw. Plenty of room.
I think Kenny Lafferty will be relaxing behind us, watching this game, cheering for Pauline, obviously. He had a bit of a wash. He had 3 games at Helensvale today, and he had 3 washes.
Oh, I was wondering who that was standing. I think that's Maree's husband as well, sitting behind the rink down the other end. Here comes Wendy. She's opting for a draw.
She's somewhere near. Ooh, just dived across.
Yeah, well.
Need a foot of weight. Not easy, fairly long end.
And she's taken the one from that, so that's it's a 15-10.
13 ends done.
You'll take a 1 at this point, so here we go, end 14.
Okay, well, Suzanne Kington didn't play her last bowl on the next rink over, so obviously the Bagara team scored, and we'll know what that score was when they flicked the board over shortly.
Just the 1, it looks like. It must have been pretty close, and she thought there was too much danger because it just went over to 12-6 up. So too much danger to play the shot. She's elected to keep control of the mat.
That's a little bit strange. We have Jenny Hearn playing second, and we have Sandra Burgess playing lead. I would have thought normally they would play the other way round. Wrong again, Delaney. And Jacinta had a pretty good lead early in her game to go 5 behind.
She did. She was 12-7 up, in fact. So it's a 10-shot score to Linda Brownen and her team. They've actually scored 10 shots to 0 against the Hamilton outfit. Belle Jackson again, not too far away. Nothing wrong with that Jack High bowl.
She's out there where the track is. She's got the same weight. She'll be on it.
She isn't too far away. What leading. Fantastic bowls. All right, Pauline, see what you've got.
Ray can sing too. Oh, Faye, that's a really ordinary call because Ray and I on the karaoke at Mackay weren't very particularly good. There weren't that many people listening, but we kicked the rest out. Yes. Faye's there, so I know who that Faye is. That's Ray. That's not Faye, that's Ray.
That's not, yeah,
Faye's,
like, hang on a minute.
Faye's out on the
rink.
He must be watching on his phone, I would think, and he does remember that little bit of karaoke. There was only about 20 people in the place when we started singing, and there was 4 left when we finished that 2 songs.
Here comes Glenys.
Is the foot heavy, is she, or does she get it?
Yeah, she's a little bit heavy.
Not much.
Not too much. She's just used Anne's bowl there really to sit in behind, so to give them a 3rd shot.
Kathleen Cartwright's watching. Long time stalwart at Tweed Heads. Marked a lot of those big games at Tweed Heads. Always marked in the Golden Nugget
and McClure's
and Champion of Champions. After having perfect grass with the first one, she narrowed it up a bit.
Yeah, she was chasing her weight, and look at that, her weight's pretty spot on. And then her grass line's lost, as we know. It's a simple game, it's line and length.
That's right, it's line and length. Normally you get one right. You either get the line right or you get the length right.
That's right. Here comes Gail.
It's only by accident when you get them both at the same time.
Gail's not too bad at getting both right here. Oh, just sneaking in behind Glenys's bowl. So,
well,
suggests they're probably 2 down with those 2 lead bowls of Val Jackson's.
yes, well, Gail had to just be in behind the head, so she's only 2 foot behind.
What's Maree got?
Probably second shot.
Coming in behind as well.
Falls down at second shot.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Gail.
Look at that.
I bet you Budgie's scratching his right foot with that one. Coming for a bit of a look. See whether it's 1 or 2. Oh, Robbie's got it up in the top corner. I didn't see.
Yeah.
We're going to say 2, Robbie. Whoops. Sorry.
Bill. It's Bill. He tricked you.
Sorry, I wasn't actually looking. I was just talking to my side, and Billy Cornell's is not really Robbie.
Billy has a new technical director. Billy, do you think it's 1 shot or 2 shots? The 2 purple bowls or the purple and the blue bowl? Purple and the purple bowl?
He's going for 2.
2? Okay.
You know that Robbie has been right 346 times out of 347.
Bill might be right.
You don't want to upset it.
Here comes Maree, and she's just tucked it round the back again, so leave it up to the skips to see what they can do.
I think we should say something about Captain Billy while we're here. Like, he was my captain made him captain, I don't know why, of the Queensland team when I took them to Darwin.
It's probably because he's a sensible, reasonable human being.
I had to make up a few speeches and teach him those speeches, and he handed them out really well to the team. So well that the team won undefeated that particular year. And that hasn't been done by Queensland since it started in 1953.
And what year was this?
06, the famous year in Darwin.
06.
Were you born then?
Wendy. Was I born then? I was, when was that? 2006. How old was I in 2006? I was 34.
I'm in a bit of trouble here then.
No, hang on. I was old. No, I was 1972. I'm 49. There you go. I don't know. That's too much maths for me today. It's been a long day. Here comes Debbie Logan, though, and she is not far away.
Got the shot bowl. Does she fall back?
She did have the shot bowl. I don't know. It's between her and Wendy now, I think, for the shot. We need a different angle. Bill, what do you think?
Green.
Oh, you've given us a different angle at the top. I'm favouring Debbie's bowl. Wendy's fallen
must
short.
be holding.
Yeah, there you go. Nice close up. Bill Cornell's technical director. Look out.
She must be holding to be a little bit quiet with that last bowl.
I haven't seen a clear indication from the ladies either way, so we'll see what Debbie does. few people kicking back now, having some dinner, watching.
Here it comes. It's not far away. There it goes.
Oh no, she might have, if she had it, she might have just coughed it up. Suppose we'll never know. It's a shot to Val Jackson in Wendy's team, I think. So, yep, hang on.
We find 17-10.
Yep, Val's got the mat.
Greg Carl's back on. Billy was a fantastic mentor for Nick when he was a youngster.
Yeah, I think
And
Bill was in
Pio
charge of the juniors at that point in time when Nick was coming through.
He was the...
He's nodding.
high performance manager. Would that be the right words, Billy?
State coach, high performance manager of the juniors. I do
And
recall.
seniors.
And the seniors. I do recall seeing him when my son Kobe was
don't
playing.
leave out the seniors.
Don't leave out the seniors.
Damien McGee, Jockey Hayes.
Paradise Point were lucky enough to steal Bill away from Coast-Tweed recently, so he's our bowls coordinator here at Paradise Point.
Well, you'd have to be a New South Welshman. Like, I knew him when he was a Victorian. It took a long time to kick that out of him.
There's nothing wrong with Victorians, let's just be clear. That's
I'm
what
really
Bill and I have in common.
Whoops, I'm a little bit out of my league here.
Yeah, you're sitting between two Victorians. Be careful what you have to say. We managed to get another Victorian to join Paradise Point this year as well, in Darren Christie, so...
Okay, well, I better go and get a mouth guard.
We're not Collingwood supporters, come on now.
I don't know.
Bill's laughing, you're not a... I was going to say, please don't tell me you're a Collingwood supporter. No, he's a Geelong supporter.
You were going to drop off him quick.
I was, yeah. I was nearly... We were through.
Here it comes.
Oh, Val, look at this. She's not far away again. Absolutely brilliant lead bowls.
I thought it was coming a little bit more than that. I thought it was almost a toucher. P.O. watching.
Sometimes you're better off a foot away than you are touching it. Sometimes. Here comes Pauline on the other hand.
I was talking to a couple of members of your team that particular year, Billy, with Phil Jordan and Lurch this morning, of course. I haven't seen Kelvin for a while, but we always go through a few stories from Darwin.
What happens on the road stays on the road. That's what I heard.
No, well, it's just a winning combination.
Just a winning combination.
Yep.
Everybody up across the rinks.
Everybody went together. Everywhere we went, we had 13 people. Well, I suppose we didn't have Kelvin for the first bit because he was still doing TV and radio shows for jagging that gold medal at the Commonwealth Games that he won. He was a bit of a celebrity at that stage. So you won the triples, didn't you, Billy? Gold in the triples. Lurch was handicapped by Barry Lester only getting bronze in the pairs. Not supposed to say that on commentary, are you? Go the Lions, Yogi.
Glenys has come down and just moved Vala just that little bit closer to the shot to secure the shot bowl for the team, for Wendy's team.
Catherine Helburn says that you were all right at Werribee too. I thought you were at Moama when I knew you.
I was at Moama and then went to Benalla and then to Werribee.
Okay, so they kicked you out of Moama, you went to Werribee, Benalla, Queensland, and you're right here beside us at the moment.
You saw the light, moved to Queensland.
Yeah, there's 30,000 Victorians this
Yeah,
year.
you saw the light,
light.
felt the heat. It's like that's why we moved.
Just underneath there, Gail. We'd say this is aggressive, but it's a bowl under, I think. It's close.
Yeah, she's going to push that one out.
Giving him a backward.
Yeah, they've already got Pauline kind of way out the back, I suppose.
Nothing wrong with us Mexicans, from Joe Jones.
That's right. There's more Victorians in Queensland than there are Queenslanders, so...
Well, also come state of origin time in the rugby league, there's more New South Walesmen than there. You go somewhere to watch the state of origin, there's more New South Wales supporters.
Too close to the border. So Maree's just coming down for another look before she bowls her bowl, and you've seen her do this quite a bit today, and I think that, you know, Maree, as I said earlier, you know, plays skip a lot, and she is used to seeing the head, I suppose, you know, before she plays the bowl, and so...
If you've played a lot of skip, it's hard to play from the mat end.
It's hard to play from the mat end, so you have seen
something in your mind that you can see, and your skip tells you to play something else. That's where Budgie does that little scratch on the mat. It means he wants to come up and have a look, probably.
Absolutely. So she's had a bit of a look a few times today, particularly, you know, obviously trying to get her team back into this game.
Well, she's got it in her mind what she's got to play.
She has.
Oh,
she's a little bit wide though.
Quicker than I thought. It's getting close to the crunch time. We're on N15. We don't want to be 10 behind come to N17.
So we're 2 hours 15. I think Bill told me we started at 4:15, so we're 2 hours 15 into this. We've got an hour and 15 to go and 7 ends, so it's probably end up going a little bit slower.
Nearly 6 ends.
Yeah, been a bit slower this middle part of the game than perhaps the first part, where a bit of that nervous energy getting into the game, and then the game settles. Everyone settles just a little bit, becomes a bit more tactical, a few more conversations about shots.
We're not going to say anything too much about the Torrens versus Kinkton game, because Monto got over the top of the Bargara ladies in the triples. That was only yesterday. Oh my, in the first live stream game. This has got something. Jack or gap?
How about a sit and
flop on it again,
flop on it, yeah. A sit and flop.
You want to get a spray, she said.
Looks like she's got shot there, so Debbie's bowl's closer, but you know, Wendy's got a big target to hit.
She's done all right too. Here it comes.
It's a nice little runner. Which one is she going to get? Kitty. Oh, all the way through. And unfortunately, I think that's Pauline's bowl.
Certainly is.
At the back, so she's gone from 1 down to 1 down, I think. Possibly. I think that one in the front is McClure's bowl, and then behind
it's a
is Val's bowl,
anyway.
so it looks like it's only one. Yeah. Unless Debbie can draw a second.
It's a little quick.
She's a little quick. So she went from 1 down to 1 down. Not a bad effort really from Wendy. So
that was a good shot.
And you can do that and have a go at getting the shot or the turnover, and then not end up any worse off than you were before. Happy days.
It was a good shot. We've got a bit of room to draw a shot over on the next rink at the moment.
So Jamie Dixon wants to know if you hold coaching clinics, Bill. We need a bit of a side business. He does, but you've got to be a member of Paradise Point Bowls Club.
No, he's got to get time off work.
I've got to answer for him. You've got to come down and join up, and Bill's all yours.
You've got to remember he does too much work at the moment. How's he going to fit any more in it?
That's right.
He works 65 hours a week.
That's right. That's why you got to come down and join the club, and then you can get some time with Bill. So Anne Russell, what club is Anne Russell from? So, Musgrave Hill. I was like, Anne Russell. I know who Anne Russell is. She was in the over 60s ladies team. Is she still? I don't know if she still is. She was. But yeah, she's for the Musgrave Pelicans. Lovely lady. Great bowler.
Mark Gillette, the best a man can get. He's got his number one coaching, the highest level of coaching the other day. Might give Billy a run for his money in the leading coach.
So I can tell you that Anne Russell is supported today by a third, Brenda Bolchin, who I do think made a rep team. I don't know if it was a North-South Challenge. She's from Helensvale. So Brenda is playing in Anne's team today. And also...
Well, there you go. I can still see her in a Coolum jersey.
Well, she's got
She's not in a Coolum jersey today. She's in a Helensvale jersey.
Well, she's got a fairly good lead in Yvonne Lovelock, who is also back at the Musgrave Pelicans. I think went back there just at the start of, or before Queensland States last year, because I played Anne Russell and Yvonne last year. And then they've got Liz Walton playing two for them. And I'm just looking over, and I think Liz might be in a Broadbeach uniform.
Anne Russell's one of the nicest ladies ever there from Mel Robbo.
She is. I agree.
And I'm not one to argue this time.
All right, so what do we got? One of her teammates on the mat here, Glenys Reid from Musgrave.
Craig Hodges, one of your cohorts that we imported from Victoria. Ocean Grove. Nearly said Ocean Beaches. Ocean Grove, I guess it was Hodgie, wasn't it?
So...
Well, there it is in plain truth. Fee says she sure is. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's it.
Little touch on the kitty. Got a little clap.
A bit of a backslice there. So it actually went to Glenys's bowl. I think it's sitting on top of. So we just need to get our technical director to flip the vision. Technical
Captain
director.
Bill.
Captain Bill, can you flip the vision so we can see the kitty, please, on the other side?
I guess it's about an inch short of the...
Glenys's bowl there. So it's only one to Debbie Logan's team at the moment with Belle Jackson.
XG, I reckon.
Yep. The blue and white XG is where the kitty is.
Needs help.
So a few people were just asking about the third coming to the head, and we saw this early on in the game for those who weren't watching. So there was a time where Maree tried to come to the head before she bowled her first bowl, and Wendy Wilson gave her the wave off. You can't do that, which is absolutely correct. That is not allowed. Under the conditions of play, you can't do that as a third until after you've bowled your first bowl. So she gave her the wave off, and you'll have seen Maree since then has come to the head often, in consultation obviously with her skip, but sometimes to play a shot, you got to believe a shot. So you got to see it.
Jamie's desperate for Billy to coach him.
Jamie is desperate for Billy. What about a visitor sewing up to Paradise Point? I don't know what that... I think that might be a bit of a mistype. Sewing, visitor, showing. Sorry, the next comment said showing up to Paradise Point. Well, no, come down and pay your dues, Jamie. Come down and pay your club membership, and then you can have some of Billy's time. It's only $135, I think, to be a member here, so bargain.
$135?
It's a bargain.
I think you should join Bagara and pay $80.
Why would I do that when I can be a member of Paradise, 250
Got the
metres from
jack
my
and
home,
the shotgun.
and have Billy Cornell's.
And Gail. See, we make players like Nick Carl, you know, that can play a bit.
Well, Nick's down here on the Gold Coast too, so. So Anne Russell and Paddy Elliott were a formidable pairs combination. I don't know Paddy Elliott. Do you know Paddy Elliott?
Yes, certainly.
There you go. Here comes Maree's
Close here.
bowl. It's not far away from sitting onto Gail's, but she's just going to sweep through.
Through the aperture. A lot of bowls go through holes.
So it looks like 2 shots at the moment to Debbie's team. Both behind the kitty, which is a nice place to be. Gail will try and tidy this up for a third.
She needs to get a rub off those 2 short bowls because she's tight on it.
She is tight. Oh,
She needed 2 rubs off those
not
2
quite,
short bowls.
but she might have made 3 by pushing Pauline Laverty's bowl in, and even 4 with her front bowl. The closest bowl would be Vel Jackson's bowl, perhaps behind the head now.
Yes, 1 shot only.
Oh, Glenys is on the other team. Sorry, I had a brain fade. My apologies. Whew. It's been a long game. Thank you, Technical Director.
Yeah, very true, Michael. Very hard. The time limit games, we have a certain number of people that play so slow, and not even deliberately slow, but they are so slow. Whether they were slow at school or not, I'm not sure. Then there's some that are sort of questioned about playing deliberately slow coming towards the bell. We had a bit of a problem like that in the district sides men's one end, where it took the lead 55 seconds to throw the jack after he put the mat down, and he didn't get to throw it in 55 seconds. The bell went.
So I think Michael's also just talking about, you know, when you often see the third standing at the head next to the skip, which you see in the Premier League, which is actually, you know, it's allowed.
Well, there's no time limit in the Premier League.
Well, there's no time limit, but there's also nothing in the conditions of play to say that the third can't be in the head before they've played their bowl, right?
Exactly. The third can do whatever he likes when it's not a time limit game, basically. And we play mostly time limit games, and that rule is still continued in the semi-finals and finals of these events. Things like...
So what about club championships, like where you see, so there's no time limit, the club championships should see that the third can stand next to the skip?
We often do.
Okay.
In club. Obviously that's a little bit to do with club by club.
Yep. So read your conditions of play is the key.
It hasn't got... Oh, she's just passed. It hasn't got anything to do with Bowls Queensland or the district. That's up to the club. Individual clubs have lots of different things. The obvious question is, can I play in 2 different clubs? And when I declare for one, you can if the club allows you to do that. Our club doesn't. It only allows you to play in the other events that don't go on.
Which is what Paradise do, because we see Heather Hodgson, who was here earlier today playing. She plays for Broadbeach, but she's a member of Paradise with her husband, so she'll play in the competitions that don't go beyond the club here in some of our mixed and indoor.
A-triples in the men's, and all our other little tricky combinations like A and B pairs. Mixed pairs at club level doesn't go on.
We play mixed triples here and mixed fours, and I think that's another one. So we just saw Wendy.
Millerick. Okay, Cass, I've seen a little bit of B over the last few days.
So we just saw Wendy picking up 1 there. I think the score is 18-11 after 16 ends. Technical director's just getting some instructions from the lead technical director, so we'll get that updated soon.
Just a quick question, Kaz. Have you got Big Kevy under control?
Can't tell if that thumbs up was from Cass or not. There was a thumbs up just clicked at the same time you asked that question, so maybe.
Okay.
So absolutely superb lead bowl from Val Jackson, which was matched by the weight there of Pauline. She's only just a little bit to the side, but a beautifully weighted lead bowl.
All starting to go into song.
Oh, gee whiz, look out.
This might be one to sing about. No, she's a little.
Is this Elvis playing in the background? Is that Elvis? It is Elvis, isn't it?
Yep.
There you go.
Well, I don't know whether it's Elvis. I think he's dead.
Well, it's Elvis, an Elvis song. Sorry, just to clarify.
Do you know what Elvis would be doing now if he was still alive?
Celebrating his 90th birthday.
No, he'd be scratching like hell on the top of his coffin.
Oh, okay. I walked right into that one, folks. So that was a bit of an unfortunate one for Pauline. She just happened to run into Val Jackson's bowl, which happens with leads. She was thereabouts. It was still a good shot, but just holding two
now. This is
now.
going to be close. The top dress it with 3.
It's a beautiful bowl from Anne. So Glenys, show us what you got. Getting some direction from her skip. It's coming in nicely from the side, but ooh, could be second. Could be second. And quite rightly, Wendy's just suggesting, and on her other hand now, to either tip over Val Jackson's bowl or sit and stay and push Glenys's bowl out of the head.
Well, if she could get one behind, she played as well what you wanted.
Yeah, no, it was what Wendy called her on. So Wendy called her on that shot, and unfortunately didn't quite work out the way Wendy intended. She was looking for the bowl to be flopped over.
It was a great shot. She didn't get much joy out of that.
No.
Got a little bit of an inch either way would have been fantastic. It has left them with close bowls and nothing behind.
Got Big Jimmy Anderson's joining us. He was here today playing some bowls, and he's on the live stream watching some bowls. Oh, Glenys is not far away, and she's flopped in.
It's got to be.
Yep, Debbie's given her the finger, not the right finger, not the wrong finger.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Well, I realised what I'd said when I said she'd given her the finger, so I thought I'd better correct that one myself.
No, you got away with it, I reckon.
Here comes Gail. She was pretty quick on the mat, Gail. Before we blinked and she was on it, but she's just sailing through, so she had already decided what she was going to play.
Oh,
and
that
she was
shot's
up
hard
into
to play on this speed of green. 6 foot of weight with
just seeing the
6 foot of draw.
Just seeing the jack measured over on the Hamilton Koana rink there with Jacinta and Linda Brownen. Jan Gray is our umpire tonight, one of our club members and one of our chief umpires, who's doing a marvellous job. Sailing through. Unusual. She was looking for a catcher for that kitty when Gail gets onto it, perhaps.
I understand Big Jimmy Anderson was playing good enough to carry Brett Wilkie in the fours games today, and they won their section.
Well, he's got broad shoulders, Big Jimmy, so...
He's got tall shoulders.
Tell you what, though.
Oh, is it shot or not?
I tell you.
That was a much better shot.
I think she's made 3.
That was a much better shot of Gail's. The first one was a bit of a perhaps-er.
I think she's made 3 with Glenys's 2 great bowls there. No? What?
3 at this stage.
Oh, I've got the wrong team again. Bill's just giving me the look. Oh, gosh, I need to go home, I think. Gee whiz.
It is hard work on this machine.
No. Oh, he's giving me the look. Look out. She didn't, but she's got a good second then. Is that right? Thanks, Bill. Gee whiz. Concentrate, Pauline. Some stickers on these bowls would be nice. home and away.
No, seriously, you can normally tell the blue and half. The blue and white half. I can't back you up there, Pauline.
No, I think I just forgot who was on whose team.
I know how hard it is to do a couple of hours here.
Yeah.
I'm just about ready to lie down, pass out. But
That's right. I did the game
you've
before
been doing.
this one.
You've been doing a couple.
My apologies. Lucky Bill's here to keep me honest.
My left foot's tapping on the floor. I'm going to get in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, the left foot. I don't know this song. Sorry.
What?
I really don't.
Way down yonder at the Chattanooga. Oh my God, you don't know this song.
I'm really sorry, but I was born in the 70s and I know...
No songs that were in the 80s or 90s.
Well, I do. But is this an 80s song? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, there's only two types of music, I thought, country
genre.
and western.
Oh, really? Okay.
That may be why you don't know
genre.
it.
It's the wrong genre for me, yeah. I think in the 80s I was probably a bit more focused on In Excess,
Inks.
Queen, bit of Mondo Rock, Cold Chisel.
Well, we do all them.
Not so much on the country, I'm afraid.
I went to an Inks concert, actually.
So did I. Michael Hutchins, amazing. All right, what's Debbie going to do? She's down 1.
Well, she's got to push to the brown bowl for a start.
She's got to,
where the kitty goes.
She's got to catch her. Maree's
where the
bowls
kitty
at the
goes,
back.
everybody knows. And she's close yet. Needs a feather. Feather.
Oh, she's going to get a lucky result out of...
Like that, a little feather.
She played good weight. Probably didn't hit the bowl she intended on hitting, but she got it off as a second shot. Second wick, but she got it nonetheless. So it's sitting just against Maree Gibbs's bowl. But it looks like Val Jackson's one behind it might be second shot. So Wendy's chasing this one a little bit more intently.
Actually, Mum Rickson, we can't actually hear what's going on behind. We've got headphones on, and you can hear more through the microphone than we can. I think Maz is on the ropes. She's down 20-7. (20-7) with 5 ends to go. She'd have to be Houdini to get out of that. And since 12-3 or 12 to what was Jacinta led? She's 60.
12-7 she was. 12-7 up, and she's now down 19-13. So we got one. Was that one shot to Debbie Logan's team?
Tell you soon. We're about to go to the scoreboard.
Just to keep it interesting. Yep. 18-12 after 17. So here we go. Business end. 4 ends to play. Debbie's called for a short end, which is going back to where they started.
She needed that result to really stay tight in the game. She played close, little feather and a whatever.
So we've got some tactics coming in now, playing for a short end.
Jockey Hayes says, great picks in your music selection, Pauline.
I have no idea what they're talking about behind us, though, Rose.
No, we can't hear them at all.
Rose, I can't.
If I get my earphones off, it would be.
I know who they are, but I can't tell what they're saying.
I understand who it is now. Some of my Mooloolaba friends. They're staying with Chucky Vogler while they're here.
Yes. I played with Marianne today, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I know Marianne Allen very well. I remember locking up the Rainbow Beach Bowls Club with them very, well, I shouldn't say recently, but probably 4 years ago.
This is a good bowl again, I think, here from Pauline. She's down here. Come on,
Great
up you get. Great bowls. So it's a good change so far. Good change, length change. Pauline's put a couple of bowls in the area.
Well, Debbie needed that little bit of luck on a touch, or they'd have been 10 behind. And now there's 6 holding 2. We're nearly back to game on.
Bowls is a funny game. Pearl Jackson is going to land in a good spot anyway behind. She's again.
Yes, sorry. The Bev Muniz, Bagara stalwart, obviously cheering for the Bagara ladies that are going very well. Here comes
Glenys.
Here comes 3. And Hodgie, yes, I knew you were at Urangan. And with Maddie Flapper. Trying hard. She get back inside that?
Not quite.
Well, not sure what you'd say with that, whether it got down the road or put it in the road.
I think the band inside just played the Wiggles. It's a bit interesting. Glenys has just pulled it across her body. She won't be happy with that. She's given herself a hit on the leg on the way out.
We need Peter Worth when they play these Elvis songs. Didn't get that one quite out of the hand, but it went to the right grass. It's somewhere near the right weight. Can't see it now.
And McClure. Ooh.
Got a bit of a wobble out of the hand, but still was effective.
Still favourite for 2 down, or 2 to Debbie Logan's team. The 2 white bowls, so I don't think Maree will be happy with this. Oh, she won't be happy with that.
Oh, got a bit of a shake of the head.
Wendy's just said she's
She didn't
1
like
down.
that too much.
Yeah, it's moved from 1. She was holding 2 to only holding 1 now. So what's Gail going to do? Can she sit in onside that white bowl? If she can, then she'll get another
She's a
shot
yard
for them.
behind.
Yeah, okay.
With a chalk mark on it, and the chalk mark always goes to the bottom when it comes to rest with the chalk mark on it.
They're playing that far up the green that if any sort of chalk mark comes into play in this end, we're probably in some trouble.
The skip likes to rub that off.
Yeah, those pre-marked bowls.
This is
There's
close.
Something else. Oh, this is
inside the
good.
white. Wrong
Maree.
again. Oh, it got inside.
Oh, yeah, you made up for your last bowl.
She got the shot back.
She made up for her last bowl.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. We're talking interesting on the 18th end. Don't want to be giving too much away in the 18th end, and Gail just about drawn it.
Gail's pretty good here.
She had to fall on the other side.
She's got second shot, so Debbie Logan's team holding 1. So, if they can pick up a 1, a 2, puts them right back in it, doesn't it? Whereas we're seeing it really just
20-7, Robbie, that one says. Yep, 19-14 on 17.
So we're probably still seeing the game against Linda Brownen and Jacinta Weir still in contention.
It's 16 ends on the far one.
It is 16 ends on the far
Here we go.
one.
We're going to have to play one here.
See what Debbie does. Can she
She grasped
draw
it.
another shot? I think she's. I like her
She
grasp.
grasped it. She's going to draw a toucher.
Deb, what a great bowl. What an absolutely beautiful bowl. It's a bit harder to get now. Wendy's going to try and follow her into the head.
She's got the track. Gail will make sure we can't watch it all.
Oh, she's followed her too. She watched her line and said, you can do that, I can do it too.
Have a go at that for a cracker.
What an absolutely beautiful bowl, Wendy.
You know, Robbie, you got a replay there. We'll have to replay that after the end. Those last two bowls.
Debbie's just... Maree's put her hands together and said, gee whiz, I don't know what we're going to play now, Deb, because we really need to get a shot.
Yep, we'll do it now. We'll watch a replay of that one while they're looking at the head. Master of all devices will show you that one
Look
again.
at this.
Gail
This
jumps
is-
out the road at the right time. See that?
Good on you, Gail. What a beautiful bowl, wasn't it just? Two perfectly weighted bowls by both skips there. But
I don't know that Team Logan can afford to lose even a lousy one shot at the moment.
no, they really need to turn this over because it needs to be 18-13, not 19-12.
She'll have to play through on the
So-
backhand because surely that's too hard a shot to come down that forehand again. She's going to.
She's coming to come down the forehand. So
She's got to push it past the kitty or onto the kitty. Through that gap between those two
two
bowls.
very experienced
a foot
skippers have
away.
consulted on this and they've decided
And
this is
she's
the
played
shot.
it. He's played it.
Look
too.
at this. Look
She's
at
played
this.
it too.
Look at it. Go. Oh.
She's played
she
it.
did. What an absolutely brilliant bowl. Now, Wendy still has her bowl. The hardest thing is where Debbie's bowls landed is not there to sit and stay anymore.
She just trails the kitty this time.
Well, she could if she bowled it as well as her last bowl.
Here's me thinking that was a hard shot. They've done it 3 times.
Oh, she's a bit wider. I don't think she's got it now. She's turned her
quicker.
back. She's turned her back.
She wanted to make sure she
She's
was
turned
there.
her back. Yeah. Oh well. Gee whiz, what an absolutely beautiful bowl from Debbie Logan. Well, that keeps it a bit interesting. Anything can happen these last 3 ends. The team trying to defend the score and the team trying to attack the
Here
score.
we come. We got another replay.
Oh, look out. Robbie's on fire now. What an absolutely cracker. Maree was pretty happy, gave her the clap straight away.
Whenever they're watching that the replay of this game, they'll be able to remember those 2 bowls.
Absolutely. Fantastic bowls.
It's the Minister for Everything can whack it on twice, so they'll be able to watch it 100 times when they rewind it all the time.
Yeah, hit the button. So we've
I don't know, is Peter worth watching? Because I'm sure he'll be singing Elvis.
a couple of metres over minimum. Pauline's not too far away.
Great starter.
Well done.
And the Bagara ladies need to know that Jenny Hearn's got a resting toucher at the moment, leading 20-7. And if that one stays there as the skips go to the head, we're thinking that Bagara will go through to the semi-final.
See you, Needle.
Oh, I'm not allowed to whistle while I'm on here, am I?
No.
Anybody who didn't think those bowls were fantastic's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, they were trading blows, that's for sure.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, beautiful lead bowls from Pauline. One either side of the kitty. It does give a little bit of a target to those that are coming, something to rest on either hand.
The way Val's been playing, she'll draw this. Well, she left it a metre short.
She did.
Probably 4.5 feet.
Yeah, Mazda on that one.
Now, Buddy Holly would have been in about the 1920s, wouldn't he?
Oh, I don't think so.
You ever heard of Buddy Holly?
I did. He died in a plane crash, didn't he?
Yeah, very good. That was the day the music died, in actual fact, inspiring a song.
Did too. So not a bad bowl from Glenys, just resting behind the head. Let's see what Anne can do. I don't think she is, unfortunately. This is
probably a bit of a nervous end. We're talking 3 ends to go, and we've got to do it now or never.
It's just a couple of metres longer than dead minimum, I think. Like they've just kind of rolled the kitty past. It's a tiny bit longer than the last end. But I kind of think Glenys is a bit heavy again here.
It's a track, but it got back.
Well, one in, one out, as they say. But it's actually probably 4 shots.
4 shots for sure. That front bowl's 4.5 foot away.
Yeah.
And this one's a little bit tight, but could easily sit that shot bowl. Sit on it and fall on its back.
Oh, she's going to too. Look at that.
Just like
well
that.
done, Anne McClure. Well done.
Nice picture of Mark Torrens in the background there. Leading light in the Monte Club. I thought he might have just run out with a little white towel and give it to Bronwyn, but apparently he's only still cheering them on.
Oh, Maree won't be happy with that. She's just dragged it across the head.
21-7 with 3 ends to go.
Yeah, I see.
Got a run rate of 5 and over.
Pretty sure that Sue Kington's team has got that one, that
Here it
game
comes.
under control.
Here comes Gail. Here comes Gail.
Oh, what a great shot, Gail.
We like your
being
maths.
told by the technical director here, they've only on the Sue Kington Bronwyn Torrens. I think they've only scored 7 in 8 ends. 7 in 18 ends, of course, yeah. So then they're chasing 14 shots in 3. So I'd say that game's well and truly done. But Gail is trying to make sure that her team here keep their nose over the line.
Now, not knowing anything about the Monto games and the Bargara players, would you think it would be some advantage that Bargara's got carpet and a roof and Monto have some of the best outdoor greens in Queensland? Certainly advantage Bargara playing on carpet and a roof.
Well, it's interesting, but I played the Bargara ladies last year in the Queensland State Championships at Cleveland, and they were pretty good on grass.
Oh, they can get a couple near it occasionally on grass. I didn't
realise till I turned up today that I was playing the same ladies I played last year, and I thought, oh, bloody hell.
Bugger.
Sorry, there you go, Robbie, I swore.
No, I didn't say they couldn't play on grass. I'm just saying advantage Bargara. Bang.
Yeah, that, and I think there's a couple of things in that. You know, Bronwyn Torrens just came off a very, very tough game and walked straight back on almost into this game. So she played Heather Hodgson that went to an extra end. Lots of concentration. It was a low-scoring game, lots of ones.
Oh,
so,
no, she's on a roll. Call her butter. When you're on a roll. when you're on a roll, you want to keep on a roll. You
Yeah.
don't need a half, three-quarter hour break and come back on
okay.
cold.
Fair enough. Maybe. Well, it hasn't worked for her today, so.
Ah, well.
And these guys have picked up their bowls, team. Dead end, we missed it.
No,
Sorry,
we
can
killed
you
it.
replay that, please?
No, we watched it kill it. You watched it kill. We called it going to kill it. She got the kitty half and half with Gail's bowl and cut it off the green.
That's the first one we've seen this game, isn't it? That's the first dead end. Oh, and how often do you see that? You do see the dead ends creep into this end of the game where people are trying to claw their way back into a game or keep control of the game. You'll see a dead end or two.
That's a good one. George Webber, he might have been the inventor of it, the Webber.
George Webber might have invented the Webber, but he's watching from Western Supermare. Western
That'll be close
Supermare
enough for in England.
There you go. Welcome, George.
And even more famous Mark Winter from
1770. Now, he got me last time. I think I was commentating, not this game today, last week. And I said, where is 1770?
Oh, you didn't.
I did.
1770.
Such a Victorian, see?
Oh, my God.
I've only been in Queensland for 12 years. What can I say?
Captain Cook beat you there.
You did. Beat me a lot of places.
Captain Cook beat you there. He was a pommy that first went to 1770.
So I work too hard. Don't get time to travel.
Well, you should go to 1770. It was one of the most
I've been
fantastic places.
Belle Jackson, look out. Here she is again.
It's close again.
Pauline Laverty's bowled a great bowl and Belle Jackson said, I can do that too. Here you go.
That's where that song "I've Been Everywhere" come from, you know.
Did it really?
No, not at all.
Okay, see, I would have believed you. I had no idea where that song came from. I've been everywhere, man.
That was came out of Auntie Jack. Now, you had been very young when Auntie Jack was on.
Yep.
And Auntie Jack sang, "I've been everywhere, man. I've been to Wollongong, 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 Dapto and
Mountain
Wollongong."
Square, man.
The only places he'd been, they thought that was everywhere. You should get to 1770.
Probably when I retire, I'll get to do some travelling.
I'm going to go crabbing with Mark Winter there as soon as possible. Here's another one.
What a great bowl. Gee, she's bowled some awesome bowls today.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Ladies on the green having a bit of a bop along. You can see if you were watching then, Anne McClure was having a bit of a bop to a Sherry baby going on in the background. Bad luck, Glenys. She just came through the head.
Now, don't tell me that you know Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons.
Oh, only because it's in a movie or two.
Get back to the bowls. This is a crunch time.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's not too bad.
So where is 1770? It's where Captain Cook dropped in for a little while, just south of Gladstone and just a bit north of Bundaberg. Closer to Gladstone. It's got just short of Busted Heads, which is some of the best crab country in Queensland. Well, I guess other than the Northern Territory. It's in the Port Curtis district, we'd say. Close? It is close.
Yeah, she has snuck in.
That is a good idea to get back to the bowls.
I'd like it for... hard to tell from that angle. We're on the camera's on the wrong side of those bowls to really see it. But it's definitely more than a couple. It's a good effort from Maree, but she's just out. So it's 2 or 3.
Yes, both these leads have played fantastic all the way through Rob in here, and that's 12 or 13 ends, I reckon.
Just looking across the rink there, I think Jacinta and her team are down 20-14, but I can see they're holding 2 or 3 shots potentially in the head, so on the 19th end, so you never can tell. Here
Through
comes,
the gap.
Oh, and a bounce forward. Maree, cry. Ouch. Just when you think you've got it.
Well, I guess the half bowl's shot, half purple, and so
Let's have a bit closer look here, but
it bounced up to, that's the bowl, it's her
so
bowl.
we've got one of Val Jackson, one of our McClure's in there, and one of Maree Gibbs in there. So
Well, Gail's got better bowl here. If she's here, she'll be close to
she's
shot.
just trying to draw a shot.
Is she up?
Oh, she's just fallen short, I think, and
That's
then
what
Wendy's going to tell us whether she's up or down. She's given
She's
the
looking
finger
at
measure,
second shot, surely.
and then she's signalling one down, I believe, Wendy. So
Oh, it's a long way out. We're looking at the closer bowl. Roger Webb. God's country, my own region. From Wodonga. Round the back.
she's going for cover, which is interesting, isn't it? So she's got one shot in the head. One shot in the head, it's the 19th end. So if she can hold one shot, it takes her to 18-14 and 2 ends to play to chase 4 shots. So Debbie's playing some percentages there.
I think I'd have been trying to draw another one, but
Yeah, it feels like 2 might have felt better, but she's still got another bowl, so maybe she was going for cover. She'll try and draw.
she didn't want to leave it open to get beaten in one foul swoop. We'll give her that
Wendy's-
part of the credibility.
Wendy's
And
run
now
through.
she draws one.
And yeah, Maree's called her in for a draw, so whoops. Just lost a bit of focus for a second.
That quick.
Oh, feels wide and quick.
Don't know that it's wide. It nearly can get back. Yeah, no, you're right. It's wide. Wouldn't have been wide had she had the exact weight.
Well, Wendy was quick on the mat, though, to make her decision about what she was going to play.
She's played a good shot, but she misses the brown. She draws it.
Wendy Wilson.
Yes, she missed
Wendy
the brown.
Wilson. I think she's done enough to draw the shot.
We'll find out soon when they measure it. Oh, no.
No, there's one.
They don't talk about measuring the second one.
Oh, that makes it an interesting.
So we're talking about 6 or 7 with the measure.
It'll make it hard. It's going to make it hard for Debbie's team.
Only one.
They called the umpire for that second measure. Nobody's too sure. And so here comes Jan Gray out to measure.
Yes, Francis Craig, I understand who's saying I've been everywhere. It was just the Auntie Jack version I could remember so well.
So, Robbie, can we just have a look at the Hamilton rink? Can I have the binoculars?
You want the binocs?
That's 20-19 now.
2019, Jacinta scored 5 on the previous end. 2019
on 19. Wow. Well, that makes it interesting.
And we've turned it over on Anne Russell's game against Mazza Emerton.
So Anne Russell takes the win and goes into the semi-final with her team.
And we say one shot like we said a fair while ago. Timmy Swanson watching. I've seen Timmy every day for the last, feels like a week.
So congratulations to Anne Russell, Brenda Belchin, Liz Walton and Yvonne Lovelock for their berth into the semi-finals.
Score on the far one, they just flicked it over. They helped you out.
Unfortunately, Robbie, they flicked it over. They didn't finish all the ends. Belle's gone to that 2 or 3 metres in from full length. Again here on our rink, 19-13, 6 shots to get an extra end, 7 shots to win for Debbie's team. Feels hard.
How far is this one travelling? Foot?
Belle Jackson.
Not even a foot.
Wow.
Not even a foot.
Absolutely tremendous lead bowls.
It's a bit of a worry, isn't it?
Awesome.
Because Pauline's played well and she's very close here too.
She has played well. Not to take anything. It's been such a great battle.
Just hung a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. Well done.
I'm just trying to recall, it's very recently that Belle Jackson, like me in the last 2 or 3 years being in state finals, I was considering. I just can't quite remember it exactly. Over to the white. Now, you've mocked up. The commentator's call.
No.
The commentator's call.
But look where our bowls are. 2 bowls, again, like, you know, within a foot of the head, or 1.5 foot, let's give her. Within a mat, let's go within a mat. Like, absolutely fantastic bowls. And Pauline,
we got to pick it up. We give it back. We give it back to the others if we cut it the wrong way.
No, she's bowled an absolute and a toucher. Great bowls, Pauline.
Anya. Sally Lyons for little Anya, Annie Russell.
And
that wide enough?
Commiserations to Marilyn Emerton's team, which was made up of Marilyn, Vicky Day, Leona Johnson, and oh my goodness, I got myself into a puzzle here. Kanika Suwanasari.
That's wheelbarrow to me.
Okay, well, I hope I've got that somewhat right, and I apologise if I haven't. But well done anyway on making the quarterfinals and a hard-fought battle.
This is going to make a difference.
Oh, well done, Glenys.
The first one was very scruffy and she corrected just how she wanted to. Okay, that focusing like that little bit on that bowl, it's the lighting that's tricking the cameras a bit because they have autofocus.
So it's not Robbie trying to refocus every end or every bowl, it's just the camera's auto-refocusing, so apologies for that.
Bit of autofocus early in the morning, getting out of bed, I suppose, would be a bit of autofocus. Ooh, that's that little cut. It's nearly 2. Maybe the purple bowl's second shot. Lindsay Ponting's watching. Smokey Dawson, legendary greenkeeper at Caloundra.
Comes Gail Crompton. What? Oh. She's just...
I suppose
Pauline's was already the shot, so she's just knocked it in a little bit further.
she's holding 2. 3's the run rate.
Bronwyn's not given up on her rink against Sue Kington, sorry.
She's only 15 behind with 2 ends to play.
Well, they're on the 20th end now, so she's, I don't know if she's holding 7 down there or... I don't think she is though, unfortunately.
Thanks, Isabel, for mentioning Smokey. It brings back some fantastic memories. Now, this song is definitely older than you by a long way.
This song feels older than me.
It's older than me.
I'm pretty sure the year I was born, they were playing, Billy Thorpe was playing out at Sunbury Music Festival. I don't think these guys were there.
They didn't get invited.
I don't think they got invited, no.
They're shaking hands over next door. So that puts Bagara through to the semi-final. That will be Monday morning. They have a day to rest up, the winners of these games. And we're getting round the back for cover.
So just I'll get the teams up and I'll recognise those ladies for their efforts today. Just while you keep an eye on this game.
Sorry, I didn't hear all that.
I said I will just recognise the ladies. So Suzanne Kington, Deborah Hanley, Sandra Burgess and Jenny Hearn are through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to the ladies from Bagara.
We're through the gate.
And commiserations to Bronwyn Torrens, Annika McGill, Diane Vitarali and Mandy McIntyre, who unfortunately were beaten in that game.
There's a skips bowl each to play in that game you're talking about, Aidan. We can't quite see what's going on. We know there's one the difference and there's a skips bowl each to play on the second last end. But we're back over here. We have one skip bowl each to play over here. Two bowls, sorry. We're just going to attempt to get inside that bowl to count. Like that. She made another bowl. Another shot. Tightening up. That 3 and over makes good listening at the moment. This is a second bullet. She's close, but she's turning now. She needs luck.
Wendy. Oh, no, not quite.
3, 1 bowl to come, but she won't be playing backhand now. She'll be taking some grass. She gets to the shoe, obviously. She's put it there. 6 inches inside that jack-eye bowl would make 4. And we would all yell out, game on.
I've just noticed as well, Debbie, when she bowls, she's so purposeful in the way she places her fingers on her bowl every time.
Don't want to touch the jack.
What's she got?
Don't want to touch the jack.
Deb!
Don't want to touch the jack.
Oh no, she touched it, she's okay.
Didn't touch it very far.
She only just give it a little kiss, she was teasing it.
Now we have a go from
There's 3.
Terry Merritt into the semi-finals. Gail's going to have to eventually give a 4. And yes, we all go Marty Robbins, Graham.
So I've just been told
Even
Hamilton are down 1 in the head over on that ring. Here comes the last bowl.
even Marty Robbins' cowboy songs.
Is that 3? Missed
4.
it? 4. Game on.
Well, we just said that bit.
Sorry. Game on.
Yes.
What a pickup. Fantastic.
Still kicking balls around
Well,
here.
we've got 2 games on the rinks right now.
We're having a little chat.
Moving into their last ends, and both games are up for grabs, I believe. So
They're having a chat on the other rink as well.
Kalana ladies have they picked up a couple, so there's 23-19. So the Hamilton girls need a 4 to make a tie, to force an extra end, or a 5 to win. The Hamilton
We
ladies
have
are
Debbie
talking tactics.
Fay down the green, chatting with the skipper, getting everybody a bit relaxed for the last end, and playing 4 in front.
And then Pauline, with her usual spot, she's put the mat behind the tee, and she's going to what is almost a full length, is where Debbie's signalled her to, just a metre or so inside the tee line. It's pretty close to full length. Robbie, where's the tee?
2 rippers, Debbie Logan, no abiding game.
Oh yeah, just over a metre away from the tee, so it's pretty close to the full. It's probably the longest length we've played actually in this whole game.
Come on, Pauline, are you going to agree with me that we're going to an extra end?
Oh, sorry. Are we going to an extra end? No, I'm going to say there's a result either way. There's going to be a result either way. How do I get that bet on? Is it sports bet or 24/7 or some sort of thing or other? Bet 365.
No, you don't bet the 365. I'm limited to $1 each way on 365.
$1 each way. Well,
I can bet $1 each way on 365. They're the worst
odds
you can ever get.
So here comes Val. Well, I didn't mozzo this time. That's pretty good on this length. That extra bit of length. And look where
Here's
she's
Faye
landed.
Whittaker again having a little chat when she's out on the green.
Let's finish this, girls.
Good one, Ray.
She must be doing pretty well off her iPhone watch or something. Don't let the umpires see you.
And they had that little chat out on the green, but it didn't inspire the lead bowls.
Lauren Carpenter over there at the moment has drawn shot and may have even drawn 2. I fancy her for 1 on that other rink, and Pauline's just bowled an absolute cracker on this rink. So, boy oh boy, have we got 2 games on our hands here. Expect nothing less, I suppose. I don't know if the fist bumps and purple
Jenny.
hearts will get you across the line, Nolsey. We'll see.
Wendy, what was going on was there was 3 of them up the front of the green having a little chit-chat of what they were going to play. And guess what?
Val Jackson.
Val Jackson's drawn a shot on the jack.
Might have to go and recruit her for Paradise Point. She's bloody awesome, isn't she?
I reckon she could come and coach Billy Cornell's.
I think she probably could too. Now that she's played it, no. But I'd take her any day of the week. They're fantastic bowls today. Here comes Glenys. Oh, she's going to sail through.
Well, they've got to score 2. They're not going to draw 2 inside that, whatever happens. Yes, Wendy, you didn't see the meeting up the middle of the green with the 3 players discussing what they were going to do.
That's because it's 6 rings over from where we are.
And here we go. No, that was over here.
And
on this
McClure.
one.
Oh, on this one as well. Oh, and well done. Bowls in the head. Wendy's just absolutely happy with bowls in the
They
head.
were kicking the bowls round and put the 8 and 8, but they had plenty of time to do that because there was a discussion in the middle of the green. One or 2. I'd say they've got 2 over there on the far green.
Jacinta just put her hand up to 1, so...
Oh, how good was that shot? She sat that toucher and made it possible for a 2. As we all know, it's going to be an extra end. This is a replay, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't be able to commentate this good if it wasn't a replay. Look out, Billy Ray Cyrus wasn't that long ago.
No. I think his daughter took over the mantle well and truly.
Okay, we only have to draw 1 for an extra end. You've got a good 7 or 8 inches to draw it in with the next one. Or she could get a big... Got in her own road. She'd have sooner not got that little feather. Gail's not round it.
Gail is under. Here we go. She might get a bounce as well. Oh!
She had perfect weight for it, but you got to go out there and trust it to come back.
Debbie's called Maree to draw a second shot and just sit. Oh, sorry.
Well, I guess that's a guide.
Interesting.
She really has to be round it. She has to be up.
She's asked her to sit on Val Jackson's bowl there to draw a second shot. It's certainly not an easy shot. And Maree's given it her all, and she's just probably played a good weight, but she's just missed.
Well, she put her that own another bowl in her eye, so she had it in her mind that she had to go round that bowl and just got too wide. Bit of trouble here because Gail's got the right grass. She's probably got the jack.
Gail. Gail.
She wedged it in behind.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Well, now it's either hand, draw 1 within 7 inches for an extra end. It's pretty easy. It's not much of an equation. You haven't got many other shots to play.
Easy game of line and length.
And that one on the forehand's just putting in her eye. Is she going to just draw on the open backhand? We'll find out soon.
Lots of cheers coming in for either team. What's Debbie got?
Well, it's around that bowl.
Possibly the fourth last bowl of this game. Here we go.
Oh, she's not around it.
No, she's not.
She needs a feather up off that one on the line to do the
The
trick.
weight that she's playing, though, is she playing
She
for
gets the
something
run
else?
up and fall in. Oh, if it fell in, it would have been close.
So where's Wendy going to put her shot now? She's only 1 down. She's holding the game.
She's not going to touch the kitty, I tell you that. Because she's got 1 bowl up her sleeve if everything goes bad.
So she's trying to put something in the road of where she thinks the shot's going to be drawn.
Apparently
She
not.
just try and draw the shot herself. What do you got, Wendy?
Don't go too close.
There's a lot of discussion going on with the Koana ladies on the other income. Apologies.
She's not far away from
Tell
something
Wendy.
here. She misses that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, let's say we play that in. She's opened the forehand up again.
yeah, Maree's not giving us any help there. She's given
She's
Deb
given
the
her both
forehand
sides.
and backhand options. So if they don't know which hand they're going to play, what do we know? Oh, she's landed on the forehand. No, then she's given her the backhand. So there you go, forehand, backhand. There's a ton of experience between these two ladies, so if anyone's going to pull it off, it'll be them.
Doesn't sound much like Art Garfunkel.
I sound it.
No.
Oh, and
I think he's an Elvis impersonator.
I think the guy inside is an Elvis impersonator, but yeah, so when he sings a different type of person, he's a bit weird, but
Okay, we're
All right,
watching
Deb.
a big shot here.
trying to hand
A bit
off
of
on the
dirt on her
carpet.
hand, a bit of carpet on her hand.
There's a lot of studying going on the other head too, so Debbie,
Needs a lot of luck because it needs that
she's,
bowl up with a feather. And if she falls in,
nah, the girls
Only
are shaking hands. I should have put
One
that.
shot
I should have put that bet on sports bet.
could have got sports bet.
So congratulations to Wendy Wilson, Gail Crompton, Anne McClure and Val Jackson.
There's a big shot
Progressing.
going over here. They're all in
There
huddles.
is, yeah,
And the skips have been up to have a look.
winning that game 19-18. What a cracker of a game. Commiserations to Debbie Logan.
Here we go. Jacinta's
And-
missed and they're shaking hands. I don't know what the scoring was, but she drove through the gap and didn't get the one that was right on the jack.
Koana's
Jacinta.
got a finger up. Faye Whitaker's put her finger up. So the Koana girls are through.
Koana girls scored the end.
Koana girls are through.
Well, I don't know whether they scored the end. They won the game.
Oh, well, one shot they put their finger
Linda
up.
Brownen.
So Linda Brownen with Faye Whitaker. I'm sorry, there was a lady from the other team.
Dallas.
Dallas.
And Donna Smith from Woodgate.
Donna Smith from Woodgate. Beating Jacinta Weir, Jana Dimich, Pam Rowe and Lauren Carpenter. So congratulations to the Koana ladies making their way through. Commiserations.
So we've still got a bit of a Bundaberg connection with the Bargara ladies in and a Woodgate. Woodgate in amongst the Koana girls.
Two absolutely fantastic games of bowls just there in the end. A couple of the others a little not as close, but those two games absolutely amazing. So we will see the semi-final and final of the ladies state championship fours on Monday, which should be at Broadbeach, subject to weather.
It'll
No
be
doubt.
Broadbeach or here. And
Broadbeach or here, and we'll see you somewhere tomorrow from either Broadbeach or here, subject to weather.
thank you, Fee. And duck, you can't put that many ducks on there.
So I think we've just got a few things to thank some sponsors. Robbie's going to put some things up on our screen. Thank you everyone for joining us here at Paradise Point. Big thank you to Henselite Bowls, your choice of champions as the sponsors for the State Fours this year. Major Events Gold Coast and the Broadbeach Bulls. And an absolute special shout out to our hosts today, Paradise Point, for picking up the ladies Queensland State Fours from sectional, or should I say the knockout rounds through to quarterfinals. Fantastic event. Thank you to them. Special thank you to Major Events Gold Coast. And that's us out over and out until you see us pop up tomorrow. Oh no, we've got, sorry, Bowls Queensland, support sponsors Mullins, More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers and ACET Sport. Thank you very much for all of your support. We are done. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.
Okay, just quickly before we close off, I'd certainly like to thank Pauline for her excellent work commentating today. Brian Marshall, this puts you on notice. No, so thank you very much. Thanks also to Jimmy C and Brett, who came in earlier on, and of course Billy Cornells, who did start off the day with us. I came up here, I had no commentators. These guys have taken their time out and put in some hours to help me, so thank you very much, guys. Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love it, Robbie. It's great fun.
No, it's awesome. So, yeah, that's a really big thank you. So we will be probably back at Broadbeach tomorrow morning. I'll be there at 6 o'clock, finding out what the weather's doing, and we'll find out from there whether we're doing the men's.
Hoping to find out tonight, Robert.
Well, as Jim says, we're hoping to find out tonight, but we don't know what the weather's going to be like first thing in the morning. So we'll be prepared for either down there or here. So thank you for all of our spectators, I suppose you could call it, from all around the world. We love having you on and following us, and we look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. So thank you very much, everybody, and catch you later.
There is no other place in the world like our city. We're unique, vibrant, and a little unexpected. We're so much more than sand, surf, and sports. We're for telling local tales, unearthing hidden gems, and sharing the stories of spectacular people. As a young city in transformation, the best is yet to come. We are Gold Coast.
Lawn bowls. Wish I found it earlier. What a game.